It looks like we're live.
You're live. Take one. Or no takes.
This
We're
is
live.
it. Yeah.
This is it.
Howdy, visual folks.
This is what we look like. The mist,
Yeah, sorry.
The veil has been lifted.
Probably a disappointment.
Yeah. Because, well, maybe not. I sound worse than I look, I hope. Is that a shallow thing to say?
I guess so. I don't know. It's like, hey, two more out of shape
dads,
almost 40-year-olds
sit around all day and drink beer and smoke pot.
Yeah, that's it.
Occasionally mow lawn.
I'm gonna start this.
Kick it off. Let's do it.
You're not gonna hear the Beta Den intro song, but they will.
Go to Spotify.
So yeah.
The Beta Den.
Yeah, I mean,
listen to us.
We're doing this to get people to listen to this. So
I hope there's no one here yet. We're not talking to anybody yet.
Yeah, that's true. Should we wait?
Yeah, you want to see if a few people show up?
I mean,
this thing off.
This doesn't matter. Also, well, I mean, it's gonna stay recorded, so people can always go back to it, right?
Yeah. This thing's on the interwebs forever.
Yeah, let's give them a minute because I'm sure that there's a lot of people who are pre-gaming.
Doing the thing. I'm going to shut this door behind us.
Waiting.
Fully shut.
For this to happen finally. Ooh, you got a little mic thing down there.
Final adjustments.
Yeah, we're picking up.
Yeah, man.
Picking up.
I think we're doing it. We're doing the thing that we wanted to do. Oh, I'm going to go turn this fog machine on. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the volume right there.
Yeah.
You can't turn it up, can you?
Maybe.
I don't want to fuck with it. You tested it before, right?
Pretty sure I did.
A fog machine sounds oddly like a water pipe.
I'm filling it up.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's got, I got to put in the distilled water stuff.
I'm sorry.
The fog stuff.
That's right. That's right.
How it works. If you didn't know. We're deep here in the beta, and we got special effects and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. I feel like I'm at my
last minute
5th birthday party.
Last minute compression here. Oh, because no one's showing up.
I guess I'm. I don't also know the speed of these things. Like, I'm sure this takes a while.
Live.
I'm impatient.
Speed of life.
I mean, I guess I should use social media is the thing now, right?
Did you make a post?
No, I started to.
Watch us make a post. And then once you do that, we should probably just start. Because in the event that one person ever watches this video in the future, they're going to be like, why did they make me wait?
I could put a mark in and be like,
yeah,
start here. If
bullshit,
you don't
bullshit.
That's what I was doing.
World will never be. Check.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
The fucking Islanders.
Ha.
Not playing hockey right now is about what I got.
Rain.
Oh yeah.
And
that kicked off already, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're well into it now. It's 3-1. The good guys.
Straight out of Philly, everybody.
Yep.
How you doing?
Oops. Oops. Talking into this as if it has anything to do with that. It doesn't.
Not at all.
It does not.
There you go.
You just posted it?
I'm typing it out right now.
Old man. Generation X doesn't know how to use YouTube or
YouTube.
anything.
No, fucking this whole shit. This was a whole 2 days of education for me. I still don't know what I'm doing.
Hats off to you, my friend. Not ready for any of that.
Put the link up in this itch. And here we go, man. It's posted. It's live like we are.
We're live in multiple places.
Anyone around. We could go Facebook Live and I could selfie ourselves.
Us in us. Layers on layers. Just give it
clothes on clothes on clothes.
Has it been a minute? Has it been a minute?
Do I have a time thing?
Yeah. See, it's up
Oh,
there.
yeah, it's got a few minutes.
Yeah, it's been 5 in totes. But... Oh, what does that say? Nothing.
Blind shot.
What? Oh, no.
Nope, still nothing.
All right. Should we do this?
Yeah, let's do it. Kick it off.
All right, cool. I'm going to pretend like that's not there.
All right.
I can see me. You can see me. I can see me. Yeah, this is all new.
I can see everybody.
I can see you too. All right.
I was letting you have your moment. That's
Thanks.
cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's another dose of the Beta Den.
Get injected.
Loud rock music.
Turn that down, you'll ruin your ears. Do your homework. Fuck you, Mom.
Ooh. Oh.
The exact thing
The thing
I
I
was
told
told
you,
not to do, he did.
Sorry.
Boom. Who's reckless and irresponsible now?
Lehman Brothers.
You used that before. You like that one.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah. Evanescence.
Like it.
That's
like
the only
it's-
thing I got.
Because I'm old school, like an old fool who's so cool. Nah,
Stay in school.
stay in school. What's going on, man?
I mean, there's been some time.
There's
So
been some time.
so in the immediate
Uh,
time, nothing is going on.
yeah, in the 10
Uh,
minutes since I've been here, or maybe it's more like half an hour.
Yeah. Since I've seen you last,
Weeks,
a month at least, I think.
right? Yeah,
Before Halloween,
before Halloween.
right?
Wow.
Oh no, wait, no, because we went to Root Town. That happened.
Post Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, still, yeah,
Been a while.
it's been a while.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Long time for us.
Do you want to tell our audio listeners what our visual watchers already know? Did I just give it away?
That we're handsome.
You don't have to lie to people. It's gonna be
Someone's
it's gonna
on
be-
our side.
it's gonna be on YouTube. Like they're gonna sign up and be like, "Oh no, it
Yeah, schlubs.
turns out he's not."
Um,
No. Tell them what's happening.
what are we drinking?
Oh
Confused.
well, yes.
What's
so
up? We're live. Like tell the audio listeners.
the audio audience who can't see the
that
live
we're
stream
live.
right now.
Yeah, we should.
yeah, yeah. Like when you're in your car listening to episode 4, and you're like, "Why are they keep?"
All right, so drum roll. Let me tell everybody what they don't know.
Okay, go for it.
We're live,
Oh, what?
like streaming live right now. It won't be right now when you hear this,
Probably not. No,
but we're gonna do it again. So
we're trying to up our game.
that might happen. Yeah,
We're trying to up
we're
our
testing
game.
this out. This is like training wheels, test flight.
Yeah,
Like if I was skydiving, I'm strapped to someone still.
this is
Oh.
alpha run of the Beta Den AV Club.
I like that. I
Right?
like that.
We'll call it. I think I just made a thing.
Alpha, beta, AV,
Yeah, ABAV Club.
ABAV,
AB,
ABV,
ABDAV.
ABD, AV, ABBV.
I don't know. You're probably right.
I don't. It was definitely
You
not
could have
right.
taken the win.
Oh man, yeah, man. So
But aside from that,
if you've listened before,
yeah, we're
you know
doing,
we've never done any kind of like advanced technology things. We got mics. We did that. I feel like we've done a pretty good job at that.
we've
At least
upped
like
the audio game,
knowing
since
what
starting.
we're doing. Yeah, I mean,
Like this sweet thing that I'm rubbing on the live stream right now.
It's like the gene.
I think that
It's
wasn't
the
here
gene.
until season 2.
that was yeah.
Yeah.
That was a season 2 introduced.
We were using Fish's interface.
Shout out to
Uh,
Fish,
Yeah,
Papa Fish.
yeah, he's got a boy.
Congratulations!
Got a
I don't
baby
think
boy.
that's been beta den
Yeah,
official.
I don't know if we
No.
said that yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Again,
We
one
probably
of
say it.
those many things.
We probably say it every episode, and we're like, I don't know if I said
These
that.
guys, did they know if their friend had a baby or not?
Right.
CPS to get a call.
What we also do every year, we were saying so now we're up in our game, adding some visuals.
That's what we like to do.
We're like shrooms. We start in your head, and then there's visuals.
I like it. You're just all over the
This is what happens when we aren't together for a few weeks.
keeping it smooth and
I'm just
I like it. I like it.
popping off.
Yeah, go for it.
Half of it's probably going to be nonsense.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Aside from that, every
I'm
year,
literally 99% nonsense.
nonsensical.
Yeah.
We do a What Are We Drinking tournament. If you've listened to any of our episodes before, you know that we do a What Are We Drinking segment in every ep. Rate a beer, sometimes two, sometimes wine. Tournaments in the past, which was like, a competition of 4.
And last, what are we drinking? Wasn't it at
That was our, I want to say, only out of a den recording session.
Yeah.
The only time we ever left the den.
Mobile den.
Was at Baldbirds, with the head brewer over there.
Yeah. So I guess we could say that the What Are We Drinking episode
format, right,
is our our step. Every season we'll step. I mean, I just fucked us. But
we have to do something new.
Yeah, I don't know what next time is gonna be.
Fireworks?
Just fire.
just some weird fire.
Pyrotechnics.
So I wanted to call this the What Are We Drinking Marathon. If
Okay.
you're okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
Because we got 6 beers.
I don't technically work until Friday. And it's Wednesday.
Yeah. I have a different problem in the morning.
Yeah.
Meaning that I have to get up. But
mine goes on a bus.
Yeah, it's nice. I gotta physically drive mine to a place.
Haven't done that in a couple months.
Yeah, but we got 6. So instead of maybe like
pick up sticks.
Do you want to do we'll save the ratings for the end? Or do we not want to do a tournament competition and just rate as we go?
Barrel them out, just
it's up to you. Unless you want like a winner. We've always done like a winner of the tourney episodes, but
yeah, I mean, we just gotta take notes because I'm not gonna remember
one. Just write your score down.
Yeah.
For each one, and then all right, then we'll go through.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a fresh page of paper because this is a high quality studio.
Right. We're analog sometimes too.
Yeah, I like analog.
We write stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
We write the right stuff. So,
we had our intro. We told you about what are we drinking.
Check. Yeah. So
drinking some whiskey. Let's just cheers this quick.
Wanna clink this shit. Clinkety clink, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now, some shit has happened, like we said.
Yeah.
Since
should we be drinking a beer over this?
I guess let's get this. Let's go with it. You want to just
knock it out? That's fine.
Knock it out. Let's get it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the virus?
Yeah, this motherfucker's a zombie, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I am getting 2 pops right now.
I am the undead.
Yeah.
I have
living proof of science.
Yeah. I survived the virus, the COVID virus. Coming off quarantine not too long ago. I am a vaxxed individual. I do believe in medicine, science, and
prevention. As am I.
Yeah. But
sometimes tag this video now.
Yeah, right.
We said science.
Science. We didn't say Scientology.
No.
Until just then.
Mm-hmm.
But not that that's something we believe in. I'm just saying we didn't say that word. Sorry. But even if you mask up, get vaxxed, whatever the fuck, this thing can come and get you.
Sneaky. It is sneaky.
Wife got it. Baby got it. Baby's obviously not vaxxed, so that was the scariest part.
Yeah.
That was the scariest part.
I'm not going to lie. We were biting nails.
Yeah.
On this end a little bit.
The only saving grace is that I think when she was at her worst, we knew that we all had COVID. So, that being said, it's not like we went to the doctor, waiting for the results, like she's on antibiotics and we're doing all this shit. It's not like we weren't taking care of a sick baby. But what I mean is that if I had known she was COVID positive and then she got that bad, I would have been bugging balls.
Yes, mind.
Really what it wound up being...
I would have flipped out.
We had the GI stuff. We had the... I didn't lose taste and smell.
That's
I don't
good for this whole thing, too.
Yeah, right. Corinne says maybe a little bit. It was really just cough, chest congestion. And it went on for a while. And the baby was coughing like overnight, and she'd have to like sleep a lot. But then a few days into our quarantine, she turned like a very obvious corner. Whatever.
Yeah.
And
got actual wood behind me.
no, she went back to daycare today.
Cool.
She could have gone a couple days ago, but the daycare itself was closed because they had people popping up positive left and right. I don't know if my kid was patient zero.
I mean,
but there was like teachers in other
it could have went the
age
other way.
groups.
Right. The other way.
Could have came down the
She
line.
could have been patient zero for you, but not the whole shebang
There's
bang.
no way to fucking know. I mean,
It's crazy.
I work in a pretty busy tap room. Just one of the things we'll talk about later. I got a new gig, but I don't know if I said that in one of the other episodes.
Yeah, we talked about it.
But we're on one of the beers is going to pop up, so it'll come up.
Shebang bang.
But we're masked up. We don't make the the Peeps mask up, but we do.
Yeah.
So it's like, while I am in the general public all the time, I'm still trying.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe it was the child. It was from the daycare.
Yeah.
Hey, you're all right. That's
We're
what
good.
I care about.
We're good.
That's where it's all at.
Yeah.
See, that's why I want to get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Just get it out of the way. Get it off the top.
Sweet.
I'm not gonna bring it back down once we're drinking. It's not.
That's true.
Nope.
Well, do you want to celebrate with a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I wanted that to
Okay,
go.
cool. We're gonna
See?
celebrate with a beer. So here, let me get one of these.
So otherwise,
Get one of
while
these.
you were quarantined,
Uh-huh.
Christy and I had our anniversary.
That's right.
And we don't really do like stuff, like we don't get each other anything. We try to get out and do like a cool dinner, or like a show, something like that. Yeah, we're like 60,
Dinner and a show.
So we went to this place in Philly called Fabrica.
Mm-hmm.
It
There's some wild. It looked like some Eyes Wide Shut.
was
shit
pretty
going
fucking
on.
wild. It was really cool. So what it is, it's like it's a dinner and a show.
Mhm.
You basically pay for your table, and you have your table for the night. Like they won't kick you out, regardless of what you're drinking or eating.
Doing or whatever.
Because you're paying for the show. So like there's a cover for the show, and then you pay for your food otherwise. So I had no idea what to expect. Like Christy was like, "We're going to this place, blah blah blah." Like there'll be like dancing and like whatever.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers pull out some shit like acrobatic.
I saw what looked like dinosaurs or lizards dancing together.
Yeah, so it was heavily LGBTQ.
IA plus.
Yeah, all the things. Focused. Like it was like almost all the performers were probably of some sort of that community.
One of the letters.
But they fucking showed. I mean, regardless, I don't care either way. But they showed the fuck out, like ring acrobatics from like 25 foot in the air in this fucking warehouse. It's pretty fucking dope. They
Awesome.
did fire breathers and shit.
That whole
Food was overpriced
Wow.
for the portions, but that's fancy shit,
Yeah.
right? That's what happens when you be fancy.
Yeah.
You
I
go to,
know.
you go to
The-
fucking cheap ass
the
place.
more
and
you
slop
pay,
that shit on your plate.
The more you're paying, the less food you're getting.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Which is
It was delicious.
redonkulous.
Yeah, it was like a fixed menu. It's a couple weeks ago now. I had shrimp. Chrissy had, I forgot what she had.
Yeah.
Some kind of salad thing, but it was pretty good.
Sounds really exciting.
I know. I can't think of what it was. That's like, had the this and the that.
Sort of green.
It had like the things on it, the garnish. But I guess I'm bad at putting into words like how fucking dope the performers were. And
That's
like
cool.
how impressed I was at like the skill, like it's like Circus Olay type shit.
What they're pulling off.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, and some of it was more just like artistic expression. Like not every performer was like, that level, but it was just still cool. Like, I always appreciate whatever level artistic shit, but
Yeah.
that was pretty fucking cool. It was pretty fucking cool. I recommend it. Fabrica.
It's cool that
Philly.
groups that were formerly formerly and continue to be marginalized are now getting together and putting on their own versions of the stuff. And
Yeah. So I do
I like
want
the LGBTQ addition to that whole.
you just
painting
reminded
the
me.
night. Painting the
So
picture of your night.
So we're sitting there. We're having a fucking great time. Like this shit is all like it's all kinds. Like it's like you said, people dressed up as like lizards.
Yeah.
And like there's a guy who dressed up as like Fred Flintstone. And like his whole strip thing was like he was Fred Flintstone. And like whatever. Like but he was like
he bowling?
No, but he was like a
bowl?
he did a motion. He did like a woo.
Because you got to do the twinkle toes and then the.
He did it. He
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
He had like fake feet on, like and like he's like your dad bod. Like he's like he was like me or you. It's like this guy's not like it was like Chippendales
No,
or like Magic Mike.
I feel like
Um,
most drag queens I've seen are not. Well, no, it's not.
No, I don't know. I
Some
don't
are-
actually
some
don't
are
know his
fucking cut.
orientation, but
Right. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
like performers in these types of venues, a lot of times. What I'm saying is like I love the confidence, regardless.
well, I get that
of-
was the big thing. They were out there. And
I
they
would be
just
way too
fucking
fucking self.
did it and they killed it.
Yeah.
But all this stuff's going on, right? Performance after performance, you get to like one of those like later performances, and it's a bondage performance. Like it's two consenting adults
Mhm.
doing like rope play,
Okay.
and like this shit's crazy. Like when you like, first of all, I did Boy Scout could like tie a few knots, but like
Are people pulling their puds under the tail? You think?
I don't know. I actually had my back to most of the crowd. I had to like look sideways, but I don't think
Yeah.
so. It's pretty like whatever.
Right.
But there's a group of like 50, 60-year-old women sitting to the left of us, to the right of Chrissy, left of me.
Mhm.
And they're doing the bondage thing. And like, not necessarily my thing, but like, you get it. Like adults, like I don't kink shame, like do your thing, right? Like if you're both into the like thing and you know what you're doing
Yeah.
and you're safe and you're consenting, cool. And like, it was like artistic. They weren't like fully even naked or like he had a robe on. Like it was art, it was art.
Sweet.
They just started fucking murmuring, these women. With all the things going on these days with women and violence, and this is so wrong. That like I
Weird
roll
that
my
you could
eyes.
sit through and be in that environment and sit through all that shit and then have an opinion of
It's
like
weird where
but
people's
this
lines are,
one's
right?
Too much.
Yeah.
I gotta cut you up.
Yeah.
we gotta get to the beer.
Get to it.
We got so many beers,
Yeah.
and otherwise if we're doing one beer every 20 minutes, we're gonna be here all night. All right. So the first one
It was a
is
marathon, not a race.
that's true. We got to start.
Yeah, you have to start. He's like,
First one is from Stable 12. It's called Sugar Coated Pony Kisses. Yeah. Right.
sound effects.
I'll give you another one.
See, now everyone can see the magic. You see how technologically advanced we are.
Yeah, I just gave our secret.
Yeah.
Away. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down so I can pour real quick.
Doink. Drop mic. No, but it's so weird to see where people's lines are. Like, you watched a guy dressed up as Fred Flintstone shake his ass in your face. You watched like two women dressed up as like, I don't even know, cotton balls with these giant fucking peacock things on their heads dance around. You watched a guy do like a cage performance type like swinging thing in the nude. Can you see that? I might have to turn the lights down. Turn the lights down
That's
low.
right.
Yeah. And then that's where she's like, I can't believe you're doing this to women. What?
Or could you look at it as like doing it for a woman?
Well, that's
Because
why.
if
Like
a
it was
woman who's allowed to want whatever the fuck she's allowed to want, or whatever the fuck she wants, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. That was the
are
whole
you
point.
being anti-feminist by saying she's not allowed to celebrate that
Yeah, and it was
part of her?
it was-
whatever
evident that like
she liked it.
and there was just trust, and there was just like they've done this before, and they knew what they were doing. Like you don't
Well, yeah, I mean,
walk
it's
into
a
someone's
performance,
bathroom.
right? Well, yeah,
and just get wrapped up like professionally. I mean, you could get like knocked over the head and wrapped up, but it's a whole different game.
yeah. I'll be honest with you. I've always, I don't know that it's like necessarily my thing, but there's part of me that wants to almost like experience like the full on, like you go to one of those places
Oh yeah,
where there's just like
I'll try it.
hardcore dominatrix. Yeah, just
my part was like I don't have the patience or efficiency to tie those knots.
no.
That's my thing. Like, you want to tie me up? Fuck yeah, go ahead. But not the other way. I don't have. I mean, like I could clip handcuffs.
Yeah.
I could do like.
Yeah. Something quick,
I'm not like
like a
fucking.
zip tie,
I'm not that guy on like a sailing boat that's like
where like the knot, the
can
integrity
like
of the knot
support.
in a short
your
amount
weight.
of time is dependent upon the entire fucking vessels.
Yeah. Oh no, and
you
like
know, success.
individual. No way. No way.
No, I'm just saying-
Whose floor is this? Not mine. Not now. Not never.
Especially with people watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they were like in a zone. It was like, um, like the Big Lebowski, which is a weird thing. Like, does the word vagina make you uncomfortable, Mr. Lebowski?
Vagina.
I just
Yeah.
fuck that bitch.
Maud Lebowski would have loved that.
Oh, it was Maud Lebowski centric
From start to finish. Yeah.
Totally. All right, so
I'm gonna read the description on this beer.
sugar coated pony kisses from Stable 12.
Sugar coated pony kisses.
Do it up.
Say that 3 times fast.
No.
Stable 12 is a microbrew from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, which you might know that we like Phoenixville if you listen to any of our other.
Wee bit.
Our flagship, lower ABV, hazy IPA, made with barley, wheat, oats, and lactose, hopped with Mosaic,
See the color.
Mandarina Bavaria hops, and Falconer's Flight. Come get a kiss.
Ooh.
That's all it says. Come get a kiss. Yeah, it's got a nice color. It is hazy for show. Can't see.
For show.
You don't want to be able to see through it.
I cannot do that
Cheers, bud.
like a swamp on Dagobah. I could do that all day.
That's nice. I wanted to start with this one because I know that this is like your
You
kind
know
of
me.
beer.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I can't.
Ease
I
me
know I've
into that
had this
shit.
before, but like it's been so long, I couldn't like remember. You know,
No, this is good stuff.
there's a couple
I
in
do.
here. I think there's a couple I've had before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted
so
to set this marathon for you.
for me,
Yeah.
an orange peanut for me.
So what do you tell me? What do you think you taste in there?
Hold on.
I don't. You know, there's no like specific notes of whatever like flavor notes the brewer thought they had going on. But
Should I see what my fingers feel first?
dip your nose in it. Put some rope in it.
I'm terrible at this.
If I said grapefruit on some level, would you agree?
Oh, yeah. Hold
On
on.
the back end.
The back
right?
end.
It's definitely tropical. I mean, a hazy IPA. You notes from your hops.
It's interesting. You don't taste the back end.
Yeah, dude. Since I've had this new job, we're doing beer training every so often, and I feel like I'm finally getting a handle on like once someone says something, and I'm sure like half of it is just the
Psychosomatic.
placebo.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is, the insinuation of it. But I'm like, holy shit! Or like, and then so after a while, I was like, I taste it. Yeah. And when someone who like actually brews the beer, if they're involved, and they're like, yeah. Like,
So you
fuck,
know
thank
that's
God.
like what I used to do when like we would go wine tasting.
Well, I guess if you always say I taste great,
No, I would just always assume that like whatever that dude that's
Oh.
like up there swirling the cup says,
right?
the group is gonna say,
That they taste.
of course.
Oh,
they're gonna-
100%. Yeah.
So I was always just like, this is all just like this guy could literally say anything.
It's
like,
brainwashing.
We just wiped these grapes in manure before you could really taste that
Right.
old. She was a black cow with like 3 white spots.
This Malbec was
Yeah.
it gives you notes of wet Ziploc bag and moldy door frame.
Can you really taste that? It's like 100-year-old moldy door frame. Can you taste that?
Be like, is it colonial? Yes,
Oh
actually.
yeah,
It's-
100%.
In
How do
fact,
you
it is
know?
colonial.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I grew up in a colonial. I'll never forget that taste of the lead in that paint.
I'm getting brick and asbestos.
Yeah, and then we did Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Uh,
wait. Before we move on, write what you think.
Skirt, skirt.
So,
No,
if
hold
this is your first time, we do our beers. We rate them out of 5 beta fish. We do halves.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You want 5 beta fish, And it's really more about we factor the can in, but it's really more about personal preference. No like
Yeah,
expert opinions here.
but you want to be rated well if you're a beer maker.
You do. Our podcast makes or breaks.
Yeah, the hundreds of people that are watching this stream right now.
They know.
They
Yeah.
know. These are
Yeah.
see 'em?
Hopefully, they can't see the number when they watch it. If someone watches it. But what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna write our scores down now, and then we'll do once we cross the finish line, we'll tell you right all the numbers, and we'll see who won the marathon. Because even marathons have a winner. So even my marathon communist idea of not having a winner doesn't make sense.
Oh, I didn't think there was not a winner. I knew there was a winner. I just didn't think we were like.
Waiting to the end or not.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the beer. Sorry.
You taste that grapefruit, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I also
Yeah.
taste that garbage truck you were talking about.
Yeah, I actually put the cans in my gas tank for a little bit on my way over.
Rocket fuel. All right.
This is
Okay.
a good beer. I'm just thinking of how it's always like the first beer. You don't want to blow your load rating wise.
Not with that first
off the
rope.
bat.
Not after
Not
that.
that right.
Not the
You,
first
you-
rope. Don't
yeah,
shoot ropes
we
after
got-
the first rope.
we got at least 6 ropes here, so that's why I was trying to get us started
Kinda
quick
nuts.
because I was like, "This is gonna be ropey." It's gonna be a fucking rodeo. The amount of ropes around here.
Ropey rodeo.
No, I'll give it up. This is my thing.
I'm gonna do a little can research real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can investigation.
I like it. I mean, you know what I'm doing?
Some can investigation.
Yeah, it is. All right, cool.
Sweet. Oh, dude. All right. So, how was you were about to talk about Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we had sides giving.
That was another victim of our COVID because you guys were going to come
I know.
over our place.
It's all right. It's all right.
My mom was going to make a mean eggplant parm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to a Randy egg party.
The Randy Parmesan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, we did what vegetarians do. We ate macaroni and cheese and
Sides.
vegetarian stuffing
Yeah.
and cranberry sauce.
It's all good.
It's the best part. I hate. I never liked turkey in the first place.
Nah,
I just stuffed it in my face because the gravy tastes good.
you got to get a good turkey.
Yeah, but
Well,
even still,
let me tell you, and this is
I'm not a
what,
bird guy. I was never a bird guy. I was a red meat dude.
Yeah. Even like fried chicken wrapped in bacon, cheese on it. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean anything wrapped in bacon.
Well, so
though.
that's what I was gonna say is that once Corinne and I did it, her mom, wherever she got the recipe, I don't want to say it's like a Puerto Rican thing because I have no idea, but
But it's a Puerto Rican thing.
as far as I'm concerned, you stab holes all in the turkey, and then you're cutting up bacon, raw bacon, and shoving it into the holes, right? Put some bacon right up that fucking back hole too, and then you're taking toothpicks and sticking strips of bacon over the whole turkey, right? And then however long you're cooking it, I don't know any of that shit, but the bacon juice is helping keep the whole thing. I'm going to say this even if you have a sound aversion to it. Moist.
I could deal with all the death. All that death you just described. Death inside of death.
But not
Death
the
in holes. Juice of death. Death of juice.
juicy. Okay, it keeps it juicy.
There you go. That's better.
The blood of the
The sacrifice of the night
right.
gets
The
stuffed.
the suffering keeps it
By the
juicy.
second sacrifice.
My mouth is starting to water just talking about this. And dude,
My stomach.
oh. And when you're shaving the slices, then from the bacon you stuffed in there, you get these little bacon bites
Just little
in the
curls of fat death.
yeah, fatty death. Yep.
Oh, it's so.
But let me
gross.
tell you something.
Bacon is the only thing I really miss.
Let
I
me
don't
tell you
miss anything, especially turkey.
I bet you would still like the way that turkey tastes.
Oh, I'm sure I would
And
hate
with
it.
some
I'm
like
not
real good gravy.
like this. Is what I'm saying. Like, there's a part of me that would have ate it. Like I'm not saying I won't eat it. Like I always ate the turkey. It was just my least favorite thing.
No, I get that,
Like,
and
it
I
was-
don't think that's necessarily like a vegetarian point of view either. I think that there's a lot of people.
Oh
who
no, yeah, I don't think turkey's
feel the
people's
same way.
favorite. John in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I,
a lot of sides. Had some dogs here. We did some.
You had some Pet Jeeves clients.
Yeah, sitting
That's cool.
clients. It was pretty cool. Yeah, just played outside. Had a couple fires.
We didn't really do much.
We don't ever. I mean,
No, but you know what? Thanksgiving, aside from being around my birthday, is like my favorite holiday. I think because of that reason, because there's not a lot of, I'm sorry, bullshit attached to it.
no, I don't
You
think-
know, of like, and not to say that the Thanksgiving story is real, but I just mean like as far as
not
like,
gonna touch it.
right. I'm just,
Not
I'm
gonna
just saying that like as far as the ritual of Thanksgiving, you know what it's turned into.
Kind of just springs up one day.
Uh,
You hang out.
yeah, it's a very laid back.
dip
It's
out.
kind of about just. I guess I like the idea of like no bells or whistles, just be grateful.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're
there's like
just having
stores
a
already
good
selling
day.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
shit in like fucking August.
They're not
Yeah.
shoving Thanksgiving down your throat, but
No.
it's because you don't. It's just yeah.
Well, because they threaten
what
to
do you-
take it away,
And what do you do?
and then
It's-
you buy more. It's the opposite.
And I know you don't like watching football, but like it's kind of a day where like regardless, like I have football on all day, which I don't normally do,
Godfather.
and just
No,
sit on the
we don't watch
couch
that
drinking
either.
beers
I just-
and like I don't know,
Smoking blunts.
Whatever.
Smoking blunts.
making noise.
Yeah, no, I guess my issue with Thanksgiving is trauma with family. Is I have to be with family.
Well,
So that's why I look forward to our Friendsgivings. It's a Friendsgiving for me.
yeah, like
Because-
we're
I'd rather spend it with anyone's family except mine.
yeah. Well, we're family now.
Yeah, but like
It's the way it is.
I chose you family.
Yeah, totally.
Your fam.
Yeah.
Cause
I agree with that.
but
Makes you feel
happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, whether you ate tofurkey or turkey
all
or
your
whatever death juice,
whatever
bacon bits thing
whatever
that
your
thing was.
whatever your comfort food is.
Yeah,
I hope you had some.
man. You know what I want right now?
What's that?
I want. They're called flips. This is my thing right now. It's
With
not like a long
Z?
time
With a
love.
Z?
I think that might be it.
Is it the yogurt pretzels?
No, not those. So maybe they're not. They're Ritz crackers, but pretzel, like pretzel on one side with the salt like a pretzel, and then the other side is like the bottom of a Ritz cracker, so it's got that like buttery finish.
It's a pretzel attached to a Ritz cracker.
But like if they had a baby, like DNA has been mixed.
It's
Not
a
like an
Siamese
Oreo where
twin.
there's separate layers.
No, it's a Siamese twin of a conjoined pretzel Ritz cracker
It's a hybrid.
hybrid.
They're fucking
Yeah, I probably
delicious.
can't say Siamese twin, right? That can't be the.
I don't know the nomenclature. for
Conjoined,
that.
conjoined.
That's probably
That's what I meant.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Apologize for my ignorance.
Yes. No, we recognize that. We don't
Yeah.
know everything.
Yeah.
And we will if
Conjoined.
you're out there, call us out. Please call us out. Tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Cheers.
Uh
White guys saying dumb shit.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
I don't even remember. Oh, you threw me off with the twins thing.
Oh well, I mean,
Oh,
I was thinking comfort food
flips.
reminds me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, comfort food. What does it remind you?
Comfort shows.
Comfort shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go hand. So, comfort food shows are like how I get to sleep. It's like my medicine for sleep.
I would say it's like how I get through life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sleeping.
It's-
No,
No,
I
just
wish, no.
shoving food in my face while
to feel
watching
better about
the same
my
sitcom
face.
that I've seen
So psychologically,
easily 30 times.
oh, way more.
I'm trying to
Oh.
like lowball it,
No,
but
way
like
more than that. I'm at 30 for like Seinfeld at this point. Of
that's what I'm watching right now.
course, because they took
Right.
fucking The Office away on Netflix.
Fuck Peacock. Fuck Peacock.
I
I'm
use
not doing
Plex.
that.
So
Well, yeah, but that's just
catch me if you can.
Legally, yeah. So
um,
it's legal, illegal somehow.
yeah, I don't understand it. I don't ask questions.
Somehow sharing the file is not pirating.
Hey, I love you for sharing. Sharing.
Right?
is
We're all
caring.
sharing the same file, so we're not distributing it. I
Word.
I don't know.
hey, whatever it is, that's what we use, and I still watch
I'm
The
all for
Office.
it.
But yeah, we're on a Seinfeld run right now.
Yeah, me
Um,
too. Where you at?
We
you remember?
just finished. Her stomach is talking.
Oh, I'm not that far yet.
Oh no!
Hello. Hola.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I forgot how many seasons there
I
are.
don't even remember now.
There's like almost 10, I think.
Yeah, and there's a lot of episodes.
And because if I remember watching it growing up, and like I think I only and because of how old we were, but I probably just became more aware or like enjoyed more of the later episodes because now I'm watching season 6, like when oh Jesus, what was the one I just where John Lovitz is their friend who's pretending to have cancer so he can just get free wigs from Jerry.
Yeah.
And then like George and like those are the ones I remember, and that's like deep into season 6.
Yeah, well, because when you think about it, that's like what 97. Because the first
started like
season,
89,
we were
90,
young.
It's
We were
only
too
a
young to
little.
even understand it. It wasn't funny when it first started.
Kramer was like what I wanted to see when I was a kid.
I'm
And
glad-
still.
I'm glad we ended up on Seinfeld because I got controversy. I got Seinfeld Kramer's a dick.
We're talking about Kramer, not Michael Richards, right?
Yes, no
Okay.
character Kramer. We know
Yeah.
that.
We're
That's not
okay.
what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah, he's a dick.
I don't know that he's
So-
pretending not to be.
No. He doesn't pretend not to be.
Yeah,
But like,
they're all dicks.
But like you were just saying, when I was young, up until maybe a month ago, I really liked Kramer, and he did no wrong. He was just a funny, goofy. Recently, I've been watching and like seeing how much like he either like fucks people's life or like calls people out and gets them like caught in their own fucking crazy shit. We watched what it was Festivus. We like watched Festivus out of order just cause. And he brings the dudes from number place that Elaine's giving to Festivus. He tells that girlfriend that Jerry's like keeping in the good light.
Yeah.
So she looks good like that. They're gonna be
That's all the same episode?
Yeah. That's all. He fucks everybody up right there.
He's also, I'm pretty sure, the only one that's like multiple times dated one of their ex-girlfriends. He's like still. I think even like a couple episodes, he fucking straight up steals women from either Jerry or George.
Yeah, all that.
And
they're
that's
like the other thing.
They're like whatever.
The whole revolves around like everyone has an interest at a certain point.
What do you mean?
And like
love interest?
Yeah, and they consistently have like fillers. Like Putty is a filler all the time. But when there's like not a hot relationship going on, there's fucking Putty.
I'll tell you what I didn't realize what I was on and how I feel now is like, I'm sorry, but Jerry would not be pulling this many chicks. Like every week is a new smoke show that
there are 6s and up.
At least.
And some of them I really question. Like
the only reason I would say 6 is because like in the first few seasons it's just so dated that they're like wearing weird shit and their hair looks weird. And shit, yeah, because even Elaine had crazy weird hair until like halfway through the series because it's like like putting the whole thing up, like what the
they're like tidal wave front beam thing, whatever that was.
But like what I do like is that they talk about how he's really not funny because I don't necessarily.
He is not funny. Like maybe he's a funny person.
They used him well, and that's all Larry David. I think like they used his one-liners and like I like the Jerry Seinfeld character. I do not think Jerry Seinfeld is funny. His stand-up in the beginning of the episodes is never funny.
The only thing
ever funny. It's literally like what like people the shit people make fun of for him. Like he's just saying like.
What's the
men
deal
change a channel like this? Women change a channel like that. It's like, are you what?
He's like that friend that like for every 100 stupid things they say, one thing is fucking hilarious. Like,
and then do you just ride that?
Because it's the same format every time. He keeps throwing it out and waiting. Like no matter what the object is, we'll try to fit it. Like, what's the deal with this? And
no, but then
no one cares anymore.
I
guess maybe that's dated too. Is that dated too? Is that what that is? Like it's
Oh well, I mean, well, they use him on the show, right? Like he eventually is the straight man. Like he's kind of the one who's the most even keel. And then so like later on when he does like break character a little bit, it's funnier because he's not usually the one doing that. But like he's just a sarcastic dickhead,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, they're all terrible people. That's
Yeah.
what the whole show really is.
But he's the sarcastic dickhead. George is just the most selfish human piece of trash ever.
They all are, though.
And
Every
Kramer,
single one of them
I would
is
say,
so
is just
selfish.
literally out of his fucking mind.
Kramer,
Elaine
like,
probably gets the most saving grace, but still, she pulls a lot of shit.
Elaine
she
is
pulls a
fucking
lot of shit.
shisty as hell.
Yeah.
Like from cake to like.
Yeah. the episode with the red dot on the sweater is funny.
I like
because everybody is being a piece of shit in that where like George is only getting her the cashmere sweater because it's super cheap because it has a red dot. But if someone gave you that, it's like the tiniest little red dot. Like she's being a piece of shit because she's like they're flipping out about it.
Yeah, but that's the whole show is like that. Like with the keys. They get
Everybody
all
with
fucking
keys.
petty with like who has keys, whatever.
And
like
she like gets the Juji fruits at the movie stand before she goes to see if her boyfriend's dead or something. Right? Because he
so
like
you
gets
found
hit
out
by
he
a
was
bus
hit
or
by
a
a
cab.
bus, and then
Yeah. And you're like,
you stop to get Juji fruit.
who's Juji fruits? Like you can't even.
And then because that's what happens, she gets a phone call. She can,
She can't even talk to him.
The Elaine episode I like is when I never understand like Elaine's jobs. So whenever she's working under that,
she proofreads
the older woman
publishing stuff for a while. No, the older man.
No. There's one when she's working under an older woman, and she calls her Susie.
Yes,
but Peterman's still there. Peterman's still the boss, but she's still answering to another woman for whatever reason.
Okay, I know.
And she calls her, and she's like Susie, and then she has to meet with Peterman and this woman, and she's like,
and they're blaming everything on Susie.
This is a problem for Susie and Elaine, and Elaine and Susie. Right. And she's, I would love to be able to play someone off like that, like have an office building that's so big, that you're like a dick to one person, but they don't know your name.
Or like when George he gets a job, but he doesn't get a job. He just shows up on Monday.
Like I work here.
It's like the Peterson account. He's like working for a week.
Hey, here's another one, man. Yeah. Like, and then he's like moving up the ranks at fucking the Yankees.
Dude, he's like almost like Steinbrenner's fucking right hand man.
He's assistant manager almost at some point.
The traveling something.
Oh my god. Yeah.
They I love being able to like since Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love now being able to identify when Larry David, and it's usually just his voice.
When
he's all over that shit. Yeah, he's Steinbrenner, but he's also like, remember the one where they see George's dad with a man in a cape? It's Larry David.
Yeah, I know.
And then Larry David saves someone
off
from jumping off a bridge.
In a taxi or something. He's all over.
If there's someone yelling something fucked up, like "Hey, get that!" Whatever. That's Larry David.
That's it. Yeah, no. That's definitely up there now. That took the place of The Office currently.
Yeah.
The Office is definitely my all-time watched comfort show.
Next week we're doing The Office Christmas episodes for our trivia.
Ooh, Benihana Christmas.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Oh, White Elephant.
Right.
Is it called White Elephant?
I think they do White Elephant.
Do it.
Yeah.
Indian Giver. Maybe it's called Indian Giver.
But you can't say that either.
No, I can't say that either. It was the name of an episode. White Elephant.
I think it's White Elephant. Yeah.
No offense to people that protect elephants.
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No. Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
The Moroccan Christmas.
Moroccan Christmas is fucking great.
Yeah.
The camel could stay. Baby Jesus in the drawer.
It's about Phyllis torturing Angela the whole time. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The whole nativity scene besides the camel gets fucking buried.
But and then again, so like Benihana Christmas is an example of why The Office doesn't exist now. If he tried to mark an Asian woman because he couldn't tell the difference. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and this is what I feel like a lot of people lose, especially if you're going to start to judge older shows. Michael Scott, Steve Carell's character, is only funny because he's ignorant as fuck, but that's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Like, it's not that like, The Office is homophobic. Like, if you think of the episode with Oscar coming out, it's the which is such a good episode. But the whole point of the show is like, this is what happens when a person doesn't realize what the fuck they're doing.
Well, he has
and
no social boundaries. He's so bad at reading cues.
The writers knew he was offensive. That's the point.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That's the point.
Greatest...
And then all the terrible shit that ends up happening to him is a direct result. And it's the same thing for Seinfeld. Like,
I love
sometimes Corinne will be like, "Oh, they're assholes." Like, yeah, and then look at all the terrible shit that happens to them because of it.
They end up in jail.
Yeah.
I know. I love Michael
when he's telling Jim, and he marked her arm, couldn't tell the difference, and then Jim was just laughing, like they're just laughing about it.
He's so good. Where'd you get that bike?
And then he's like, "Hey, honey," and they have like, it's like turn like,
he's gonna donate the used bike. So actually, calling it out right now. I don't know if you want to throw this in your fucking trivia. The episode where Oscar brings the bike and Michael can't ride. Remember that? Because Kevin's like, "Oh my God, you got his bike."
I don't think it's a Christmas one.
No, that's not it.
Donating a bike to charity, but it's. I thought Michael shows up with a used bike.
He can, but he's riding it.
Oscar.
No, Michael's riding it, but Michael can't ride a bike.
Oh, you're saying you found a plot flaw.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe he learned.
He's just been practicing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's not the kind that he's definitely the type that would do that shit.
You just see riding a bike.
Grown man in his development riding a bike around in circles.
I do like how they slipped in. I want to say twice, at least twice. That like Steve Carell is actually like a very skilled skater,
hockey player. Yeah.
He
loves that shit. He was so happy that day when he's skating around.
It was supposed to be like his birth. Well, it was his birthday, but Kevin might have cancer.
Yeah, and they go to the skate rink.
Yeah, and he pretends like the whole thing was for Kevin the whole time, and it just says "Happy Birthday, Michael."
Who does he check? He checks someone. Is it Ryan or Dwight? He checks someone.
I want to say Ryan.
Maybe.
Probably Ryan.
I don't know.
Or Kevin.
Great. Maybe it's Kevin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that's good. You ready for another beer?
Yeah.
I think you're really gonna like this.
My favorite
name
kind.
And
it's my favorite kind of feline.
Well, but I mean the name of the specific beer and the can.
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
All right.
I haven't seen any of these cans. For anyone that doesn't know that.
Yeah,
it's one of those episodes where like full surprise for me.
I picked all these beers out. Yeah, for sure. And this was one that I specifically had the can in mind. So this is called, for some reason it says at the top, the OGs Present. And it has a star, and the star says old guys. Who Let the Boomers Out? By Fat Orange Cat Brewing Company, East Hampton, Connecticut. And look, there's a fancy middle-aged man on there. He's got a cat in his lap. He's got a frog on his foot. But
I'm digging it.
Who Let the Boomers Out?
Old guys.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. All
right, coming in with the cans. I like it.
Pale ale, 5% alcohol by volume. What's in his hand? A beer, obviously. Real short description on this one. Smooth pale ale with a delightful finish. Hopped with Amarillo, Citra, and Mosaic. So in theory, should sort of have like a similar. Let's see if we can taste like a similar mosaic between the two.
Crack.
Let's see what they want here. So, I was wrong. Apparently, it's a collaboration between Fat Orange Cat Brewing and Willie Mantic Brewing Company.
He's the old man.
Willie Mantic.
Yeah. I can just tell by the name.
And they're Canetians.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how you say that.
I defer to you.
Love these mason jars, by the way.
Yeah, you can thank my wife for her canning career that never went anywhere.
But she made these?
No, she didn't make them, but
that might be mine.
Oh yeah, did we? No, well, I took my fresh glass, so that's my fresh glass then.
Yeah,
Yours is
this
mine.
one had no
Yeah, this was mine.
thing to it. This had
God
my
damn it.
residual. Yeah.
Give me my beer. I'm gonna have to learn how to do something about the lights there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Maybe too far away. Let's see. No, I can't see shit. It's a little too bright. Pictures.
I do, do the thing.
You know where you'd find that?
The
_
beta den
on that
Instagram
fancy
thing.
app.
Yeah. Come find us on YouTube now, streaming live.
Oh shit!
That's not anything new. It's just the Beta Den podcast.
Looks like we made it.
Maybe not.
Nobody else puts videos on YouTube.
No one does it. We're the first.
Actually, we might be the last. I feel like people don't even use
Really to the party.
YouTube anymore.
I actually, besides Seinfeld and The Office, use YouTube most.
Because we're old.
I use YouTube all the time. Well, is that what you
Right. That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, we talked about the Tiny Desk and the
TikTok. We want to be on TikTok all the time.
Right, we need to be making reels. So our episodes should only last 30 seconds so that we can just fit them all into reels. So we can do.
You just go to, oh no.
Right. With
Oh
some,
no.
clip of some bullshit
We'd
song
be-
behind each one.
Probably a lot more likable for 30 seconds
I
than
feel
we
like
are.
Doja Cat would sit
I don't
nice
even
behind
know what a
them.
Doja Cat is.
It's a person.
Okay?
If you got a truck, get into it. Yep. Yeah.
Nope. So you get outside
Sounds
of your
catchy.
house.
No, this is from Reels.
Oh, I don't remember that from Reels. That doesn't come
Yeah.
up on my
If you
algorithm.
got a truck, get into it. Yep.
Nope.
That's copyright. Doja.
Doja Cat copyright.
If you got a truck, get into it.
Go check
but we could
that person
do 30-second segments of our episodes, which typically are
Between
2 hours.
hour and
So
2 hours
that would be
long.
240 reels in a row. And you get a whole
Hey,
episode.
that's content. That's what these people want, right?
It's like more than half the year.
Just can you imagine watching an episode like that? Like every
Every
fucking
30 seconds.
Dude.
And then,
it picks back up.
it would only be every 24 seconds because in the last 6
Yeah,
seconds
like
it would say to be
repeats.
continued.
Oh God, no.
Tomorrow for part 98.
But it's just us doing stupid dances.
Well, every once in a while you'd have to slide one in. That's nothing. It just happens to be when one of us took a bathroom break. No, the other one's just sitting there like staring at the ceiling and waiting for
I'll just do animals. I have plenty of.
You'll just do animals on your reels.
No. Like
Pet Jeeves, everybody. Send me your dogs. I
no, I'll
want
just
to
do
them.
pictures of animals on the reels,
There you
man.
Yeah.
You try to do to me here, man. Oh, never. That's gross.
Get
That's
into it.
disgusting.
Yeah. All he needs,
You're the one talking about Doja Cat.
all he needs is a dog and some rope, apparently.
Oh God.
That's a
We
good
went from
night for-
consenting adults to illegal and a felony real quick.
Just need me a dog and some rope.
Yeah, to make a leash so I could take him for a nice long
Oh,
walk.
There it is. Yeah. It's a good thing no one listens to this. Otherwise, I'd be single-handedly ruining your business. Ruining your business.
Oh man.
One animal sex joke at a time.
Bring it back to the office. There's two cartoon animals having sex on the paper in the water
Yeah.
frame.
What is it? I think it's supposed to be
The
like
cartoon
a mouse.
duck
Yeah, duck
uh,
banging a mouse. Or
or
vice
something.
versa.
And like Dwight's like, I've seen a lot of interspecies
Right.
sex on the farm.
Or I think at some point it,
Like
it looks
It's
consensual.
completely accurate.
Yeah, someone's like, it looks like they're having a good time.
Oh man.
Oh man, and then Dwight gets someone fired, right? By saying, remember he was like, no, not Dwight, Creed. It all was
Oh
Creed's
yeah.
fault.
He calls and he's like,
Because he's quality
I need to
assurance.
know
He's like,
who wasn't here
there
today."
last week at all? He's like, oh, what's her name? What day was that? And just straight up is like, and then like it turns out she ends up getting fired over it.
yeah,
I think
Well-
the Creed, the mini storylines for Creed.
are the best.
Yeah.
When he comes in, he's all bloody and he's like, let's go. It's Halloween. It's fortunate.
yeah. Where I think someone says nice costume or something like that,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What?"
What? Music's Halloween.
Turns out it was Halloween.
Yeah. Or when he like pulls in the parking lot, runs in, he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm late, boss." And they're like, "Oh, we found this Scranton Strangler," or whatever. And
Right.
he like
Gotta
dips
go.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Or the
great.
weed.
Yeah.
I think he's the one that's like
What was he
cannabis
saying?
indica.
The last person who did that to me or whatever, his name was Creed Bratton. It's like, he's just assuming that he took someone else's identity.
Yes. Or fuck man. Or when they think that the branch is gonna go under, so he just starts selling all the computers in the fucking office. Like he's just collecting all this cash. As you see him hand like a whole tower over his.
When Ryan like goes all tech savvy and it gets all like young and using PowerPoint, he takes all the ink out of the printer and puts it in his hair. You all right, Creed? Yep, cool, man.
Is that where that was supposed to have come from?
Oh yeah,
The hair dye is actual
yeah.
printer ink.
They show that.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they show it.
Oh
yeah.
God, I hope you're right. I
He's
don't
like
remember.
dumping out the printer ink.
That makes
There's
sense.
also
How he
extended
dyed his hair
versions,
in like,
yeah.
the middle of the Oh, that's
Printer
good.
ink, yeah.
That's fucking
Creed,
funny.
He's great.
So how's this beer treating you?
This one's all right.
It's not as sugar coated pony.
No, actually, the sugar coated pony kisses was a little bit more on my alley.
I feel like they're very similar. This one is maybe not as sweet, and I'm not saying that only because of the sugar coated part of the.
No, it's also I don't know. Is it thinner a possibility?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
totally.
feels like thinner.
Totally, and that because we went from a hazy to just a pale ale and mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
It's gonna be thinner.
And that's what it is to me.
Yeah, see, you're learning
I'm
shit.
learning.
Getting
See,
it.
I don't just know about
Still
marijuana.
cloudy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely cloudy. A
Still
little less
cloudy
cloudy.
beer.
Let me take my notes.
I might disagree with you. I like this one better.
I didn't say that. Did I say? Did I say I like? Oh yes, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, totally. You literally just said
Yeah, I
that.
just said that. The words that just came out of my mouth.
Still,
Damn it, Kip.
get it together.
He's got a truck. Get into it. Yep.
I still don't know what that is. I'm singing it. It's not
It's
going to
fine,
make me know it anymore.
There's definitely the word truck is in it, but I don't know if anything else I'm saying is correct.
Yeah, man. A little bit less. I don't know, man. The can's cool. I like the cans, but I don't know how many points you're going to get for like that can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See, I feel
it's
like
great.
they're trying to be
It's
sarcastic.
good. It's good, but I don't like. It's fun, but it doesn't take it like to the next level. Like when you put beer next to a can, like taste the beer plus the can.
I wonder what they mean by that.
What's that?
Who let the boomers out? Like, it's interesting to think of. I always equate beer names with song names. And typically it's like the head brewer is coming up with whatever name of the beer that he or she or they want. But yeah, with song titles, it could either mean something or mean absolutely nothing. So I wonder if this is like at these specific breweries, like they get these, because I'll tell you, sometimes it is the boomer generation that causes the most headache in a service environment.
I think that's I think that's
right, and maybe that's what they're getting at. Is my point of like, you're not going to get the annoying, like the third degree, the interrogation about, basically why aren't you serving them everything they would have wanted without ever being told. Like, I feel like boomers just expect that whatever their taste preferences, which, hey guys, you all have different fucking taste preferences, but whatever they want at whatever given time is what everything should be.
Yeah.
So
but here's so I watched, and maybe it was like Freakonomics, or maybe it was like something you should know or something like that. But let me ask you a question. It may backfire on me. You may give me the wrong answer, but it's interesting because I'll explain where I'm going with it after. All right, you're attending the bar. I come in.
Yeah.
You give me my drink. Say thanks, man.
You're you.
I'm me.
Okay.
I'm just me.
Mhm.
You're you. What's your response to thanks, man?
Sure thing. No worries. You got it.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
So here's
Or sometimes it's just, yeah, man.
so here's the theory to that.
Yeah.
Our generation,
Uh-huh.
the younger generation,
Uh-huh.
doesn't feel like servers owe us anything.
Right.
Don't feel that there's a level of like,
A class system as much, right?
yeah, when serving. So you don't,
For the most part.
and you don't see your job as an inconvenience. You're doing
Okay.
your job.
Right.
As where the older generation
Uh-huh.
would say, after you said thank you, would say, you're welcome.
Right.
Because you took up my time as
Right.
the boomer. So
Right.
you're welcome because I gave you my time.
Right.
You go, yeah, no problem. Because like, what the fuck? It was how long did that take?
Sure.
You know, and even as a technician, I watched this or listened to this when I was a technician,
Uh-huh.
and like that always rang true to me because I can't say you're welcome. It's so unnatural for me to go, you're welcome.
There's this guy that comes into, and I totally agree with you. And I want to tell a story to
Yeah, cool.
solidify that point. There's a guy that comes into the bar, and now we do like a special thing like a mug club. So once a year there's signups. It's like semi-exclusive, right? There's a limited amount of signups.
Yeah.
You pay not a ton of money to join the mug club.
Oh,
You get deals all year.
okay.
One of those deals is that whenever you come in,
Like a deal.
no matter what, you get instead of you get a Stein, like a 22-ounce mug, for happy hour price, no matter what. Right?
It's like a collectible mug.
Well, it used to be before COVID. You used to get to like take your own mug to and from the bar and whatever. Right now,
I'm
it's
just
just a
curious.
fucking mug. Yeah, no, they're pretty cool, right? So you're getting a deal. Now, you know, because of COVID, like a lot of places, establishments had to change what they were doing in order. Our place, Workhorse, started doing like total buyouts for weddings. Weddings primarily, could be for anything.
No,
but
you got
weddings,
the
weddings
space?
for the most part. Yeah, kind of space, and it's also because wedding venues were closing down, so people need places to get married. You know, they weren't letting people into bars and stuff like that, so it was mutually beneficial. Now, sometimes, or like I'd say, very, very, very rarely, we've had total buyouts, like maybe a Friday one week and then a Saturday night the next week. So for customers, it's a little bit of a bummer, you know, that you show up.
But never back to back. Never Friday, Saturday, same
No
weekend.
fucking way.
Okay.
No fucking way.
All right.
And like you'd show up and be like, shit, Workhorse is closed.
Exactly.
Right. Now, I think, again, our generation would either A,
Good on
be
you.
like, all right, I guess we got to go somewhere else.
Good on you. I'm happy, man.
Or
Get your
B,
money.
even go further and understand of like, you know, what there must be a reason for this, right?
Yeah.
This fucking guy who's of said boomer generation for sure gets so personally offended for somehow fucking him over, right? And I think this mug club, it's definitely less than $100. I don't want to like say exactly how much because I don't want to say it's not a lot of money. And then people will be like,
That's
no,
a lot
it
of
is
money.
it is to me.
Yeah.
Because any money is a lot of money. But
Everything's a lot of money to me.
but like you're getting monthly deals, like whether it's free beer, free merch, free whatever. Then you're getting these deals every time you come in here. You know, his whole thing is like, oh, this isn't fair to Mug Club members. Like you're taking away my opportunity to I'm going to take my business elsewhere. And on some level, it's like I agree with you, right? We don't want to be doing these buyouts, but also, yeah, buy.
But who are you? Are you on the board? Like, do you have any say in our decisions, what we do as a business?
You come in here and spend $12 once a week, like we're not going to make our whole business model revolve around you. And that's my point, is that boomers expect that you should anticipate every want from every person ever. Like,
And meet
how
it.
the fuck?
And exceed it.
Right. And how is
Whereas,
that possible anywhere?
if I
How
would've
is that
found
possible anywhere?
I would be like, hey, you know, it's really cool.
Well, Amazon.
That's innovative. I'm glad you thought about doing that. Like, that's cool. Like, good.
Well,
I
no,
hope your business
look,
does well.
I could see on the, like being like, hey, what's the deal with these buyouts? And if someone said, yeah, we had to do it to get through COVID. We weren't going to survive otherwise. Cool.
Exactly.
And of course, now we have people's weddings planned. We can't just say, hey, we're doing good now. Nope.
No.
Go get married somewhere else a month before. Like, fuck you. Where did you get married?
We could
Imagine if
just
they
say-
called you up 2 weeks before, like, yeah, we don't need your wedding anymore. Fuck
We
you.
don't need your wedding.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want to do this. I don't need your
Oh,
wedding.
the happiest day of your life? Nah.
We don't need it. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, there's an Eagles game. Like, fuck it. Like, it's just,
Oh,
what
fuck
would you
that.
do in someone, and I think that's the thing. That's the generational difference, is that for whatever reason, as much as these motherfuckers raised us, and sorry, mom and dad, but like lied to us, they were pretending to be one thing, like they were teaching us the right thing while doing the wrong thing. But we grew up thinking the right way of I'm
did they
more
really
empathetic
teach
than
us the right thing though.
my parents told me to be a certain way that they weren't being. And like, I just feel like it's made me more empathetic to
I guess never in so
someone
many
who's going to
words.
not pretend to be, someone who's maybe deemed by society as, like they look at waiters as this like subclass of human. And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But even if you do see waiters and waitresses as a subclass of human, why does that give you the right to then be a piece of shit to them? Just because you're supposed to tip them.
I don't understand it.
They make $3 an hour.
Well, that's also
Like,
part of
what
the.
fuck?
That's an American culture. Like
The
we
tipping.
shouldn't have tipping. Like that should just all be. These people just
know.
need to be paid. Like what kind of bullshit slave shit is that?
It's like, on one hand, and it depends who you ask, because my place does this like pooling of the tips, and then you get a biweekly check, and it's way more like consistent. But there are a lot of people who are in the industry specifically for that they're like, I do well. I can make X number of dollars myself on this night, and I want to take home cash every night, and they like the tip system.
All right, so now
Usually, if you're an attractive woman,
flip it and reverse
and
it.
I'm not gonna say whatever the fuck, but the facts are, if you're
I
an attractive
served.
woman,
I know.
you do get more tips.
100%. I did it, but now take it this way: your boss recognizes your ability to go above and beyond,
Gives you a raise.
and pays you more money.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why is that any different? If I was crunching numbers and I can do twice as much as Phil over there, if I can flip tables, get like sell apps, drinks, whatever you want me to fucking do, within whatever terms you want me to do it, and I do more than everyone else around me,
Yeah.
I should be paid more.
You should. And there are people who would agree with you, and then there's other people who would say,
Oh, I know.
What's I gonna say? Oh, yeah, that's more like sales. Like, think of like working on commission sounds better than working for tips, but guess what? It's the same fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I was
It's
just gonna
just
say, so
It's
just
that
pay me
your
more money.
company's giving you the tip
Yeah,
instead of
because for every
the
fucking
customer.
couch you sell, you for
You sell one car this week, so you can
you
just
get a
like,
free commission,
fucking-
yeah. Like, and then the recession hits,
Watch
and you
YouTube
go into
videos
work,
on-
and think about like car dealership hours. This is what I always thought about that being one of the most miserable jobs. You're there fucking early,
You are there early.
and like I don't give a fuck who you are. Who the fuck shops for a car on a Wednesday at 7:30 in the
Before
morning?
breakfast.
Like who the fuck? And,
Right.
and if you're that person, I don't want to be the fucking guy to
No,
deal with you.
You're telling me you needed, and you're not even buying this car today.
No,
And you
because
needed
I'm
to-
the first stop.
You needed
I'm
to
the first
give me
stop.
shit before you had a waffle? Like, what the fuck? What
Go
the
put
fuck
some
is-
fucking eggs in your belly,
Yeah,
and then come
exactly.
talk to me, bitch.
Yeah, you drink coffee yet. You came here to drink our free coffee. Like just,
Because it's that guy.
and then you complain about the
And
non-dairy
he's using
creamer,
the
but it's
fucking
like,
cup
fuck
holders
you.
to get them all dirty.
It's powder
Yeah.
milk. Just
No.
fucking, yeah.
And then you're there
Who
fucking
is that?
late. I've
Who
also,
are they late?
in a weird way, only bought cars like in the fall for
They
whatever
gotta
reason.
have
So it's like
shifts.
dark.
Day and
30.
night shift. You can't be there 14 hours a day.
I don't know. They're there for a long time, bro. Because like it's not the same
There's
kind of
incentives to stay.
yeah, but is it also it's the same kind of it's not the same kind of job that like we're used to working where it's like if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Like car
That's what
salesmen
that's
aren't
what
like
we're used to. No,
cleaning, they're
doing
just
a lot
fucking
of
dicking around.
bullshit.
Shooting
a lot of
rubber bands at each other. Calling people like, I hope you like Kia.
Right.
Like,
until some poor schmuck walks in.
and then they all
Yeah, right.
fish
My.
are friends. Fish are friends, not food.
Right.
No, yeah, that's one of the most like I never could imagine doing that. And if you do it and you're good at it, God bless you. 'Cause I'm not doing it.
Gesundheit. Yeah. Yeah, I do, the flip side of it is like I do understand.
No.
Do you have like an emptying?
No,
okay.
no, I just flipped out. That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think you had like when you like go wine tasting. You had like a
We're back in.
back in the ice bin. Did you want more of these?
Yeah, why not? Why
Yeah,
not be classy, right?
Whatever. I was thinking of switching to a freshie for this one. Should we do that?
Yeah, we gotta crack it.
Yeah.
Crack a
let me
lacking.
just do some of that. So this next one is going to be. Oh no, I was wrong. This next one is Upward Brewing Company, based out of the Catskill Mountains of New York, the Empire State.
Welcome to New York.
What? Oh, that.
Yeah, a giant container of fluids.
I was thinking of a. What is it? The Seinfeld episode where Mr. Pitt they're gonna meld. It's like Morgan Spring and Poland Creek, and Mr. Pitt's idea was to do Moland Springs. And Elaine's like, "Whose stupid fucking idea was that?" And they were like, "Your boss's." Yeah.
Everything about that show, every character is more ridiculous. Fucking Bryan
was looking
Cranston
for
as
a
an
moment.
anti-dentite. How are we back on?
No,
Seinfeld?
he's a dentist.
I said no. Jerry's anti-dentite. Yeah.
And then
Because he turns Jewish.
And then, yes, he turns Jewish just for the jokes. And then the actress that plays the racist is someone very famous. I can't think of it right now, but she's the one at the end of the because her and Jerry are like fuck dentists, right? And she's like
Will and Grace.
Yes, the Will and Grace, the redhead.
Yeah.
Deborah Messing.
Yes, there you go. Boom. There you go.
Yes. So she right.
And she was
first.
I'm not gonna want to say
Well, first
it.
he's loving that they're both anti-dentites, and then
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. And then how about the blacks and Jews, right? And
And
just
Jerry
his
thinks,
face, and that's when he's like, fuck yeah.
That's a good one.
That one was really good. I don't know how we got that.
I wish we could add the bass.
Yeah. Oh my god. Even though we don't have like whether you had people on the live stream or not, you play that bass track and all of a sudden there's just SWAT. Like a Seinfeld SWAT team comes in the fucking windows to like.
Can you imagine being one of them?
Shut this down now.
Would you have ever? I don't think I would have ever done anything again. Once, immediately after you would have to. Like,
No,
you just don't know.
I disagree. I think that with the amount of money they made, I think that they should have backed. The only one who was able to do something right away was Jerry. Because still, for whatever reason, like 98, people were still in love with him. And he's the one that ended it.
Well, he did the B movie.
Right. But I just felt like
Which is
Jason
funny.
Alexander
Yeah.
and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I thought that they tried too hard to get right into something else.
Well, they tried
They
to
were
ditch
so
their
afraid.
characters.
Yeah, they were
hard.
so afraid of being typecast.
Yeah.
But I think it was way too soon, and you were still like, George, what are you doing?
But I think
Yeah.
they were worried that they wouldn't be able to ride the high and the fame if they fell out of the public eye.
It's a very real thing that
but who would have
other
known
actors
that
have gone through.
15 years later, syndication fucking takes you to another level of fame and money.
Well, that, and I think that streaming has changed the game.
Well, now that's
in
crazy.
that
Streaming is crazy.
because of what we talked about before, binging is now a thing where I almost feel like it's a race typecasting because now people you fall in love with George, you fall in love with Michael Scott, and you want to see them in something else. Whereas I don't know. I just feel like binging changed the game where typecasting is not as much
somewhat,
of a
but I
thing.
feel like it's hard to have those characters like Seinfeld, and I don't personally like Friends, but Friends and The Office, they're just superior shows to a lot of other sitcom shows.
I like Friends.
I say I can't do Friends. None of them are funny
I
to
like
me.
Friends.
It doesn't hit. But it's fun, and people fucking love it.
No, I never there's random Chandler stuff, but I never laugh out loud like I would at The Office or something.
It's just The Office and they just hit so different.
They do. Let me just say this beer real quick.
Say this beer.
Upward
beer.
Brewing Company. This beer. Upward Brewing Company from Livingston Manor, New York. Volume 2 of our Hazy Experience series. That's why it's called Hex. Capital H,
I
A Z,
see what they did there.
E X Experience.
Hex.
Oh, collaboration. Another collab.
Collab.
Collaboration with Elk Meadows Hops, showcasing Paradigm hops. Hex Volume 2 pours a very hazy orange, releasing flavors of dank, apricot or apricot, mango, and fresh orange slices. Mouthfeel is smooth and creamy.
The way
Ooh,
I
and
like
one of the taste
my
notes.
ropes.
By the way, I get most of the quick descriptions from Untapped. One of the taste notes someone wrote is grassy.
I'll be listening for
I
that.
wonder if
Or
they-
tasting for that.
I'll be listening
for that.
Wait, let me listen to the grass.
I hear the grass.
I don't know why I'm listening to my microphone. I should be listening to the beer.
I just went along with it.
Is this beer grassy?
I don't know,
No, it's
man.
not a beer. It's a
There
microphone.
you go. Let's play in the meadows.
Cheers.
Now I just want to taste like lawnmower clippings, but
I don't
I
don't
don't
taste
get that. No,
grass.
no.
There's a bit of an aftertaste.
I got that mango.
I'll give you mango or
I got that mango.
apricot mango. I don't know that I would be able to tell the difference because it's got a little more bite. I feel like actual fresh mango is a little more neutral, a little more mellow.
A little bit more acidic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Apricot's more acidic.
Is it?
I think so. I don't know. I can't. Well, let me tell you. I think I've had mango more recently than I've fucking had some like.
I haven't
fresh
had an apricot since my grandma was alive.
I get the orange,
Long time
like
ago.
actual orange, like if you fresh squeezed an
Yeah,
orange.
I can taste like almost
Not-
like the
not orange juice.
rind, like almost like the white part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And part of that I think is, with in IPA there a lot of times that like dry after finish
Yeah.
is purposeful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When we were doing one of those beer tastings at work, he was like, yeah, it dries your mouth out so you instinctively think you need another sip. It's one of those things where like it's almost like if you're eating sand and being like, why is my mouth so dry?
Yeah, I always eat. That's why when I eat sand, I want to eat more sand.
I know,
I
right?
didn't know that.
Yeah. I'll post that next time I catch him just
Eating
fucking
sand.
mouthful of sand. Yeah, that's why I don't go to the beach with Lee.
That good fucking weed, man. Get you tripping shit. Just sand. Got the
Seashells
munchies. It's like seashell things.
by the
That's
seashore.
the second time that came up.
You said that already?
I said, whose floor is this?
Oh,
I'm not paying for no floor. No, not now, not never. Who's
are we
bitch
talking
think
about Johnny?
who does this bitch think she is? Drinking out of
Are you
cups.
talking about not my chair, not my problem? Yeah. that
Bascalis.
shows how old we are.
Yeah, that was like we were older when that came out too.
Yeah.
We were there. We were there for the beginning. All that shit. Come to Candy
Yes.
Mountain, Charlie. Charlie bit my finger.
Like
Chocolate rain.
I was about to say it as a joke, but like we literally saw the birth of the internet,
Yeah.
and at the very least, the birth of social media.
And isn't it funny how they named Skynet the internet instead of Skynet because it's gonna kill us tomorrow.
Yeah, they did throw net in there still.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock's gonna save us with a floppy disk.
No, it's not her.
Kids are not gonna know what it is.
Terminator's not saying.
No, I know, but the net
Oh, the net.
was
Yeah,
Sandra
yeah,
Bullock
yeah,
with the
yeah.
red floppy disk that
Yeah.
was like the most important. Can you imagine?
You know what's another good one?
Like, with
That's-
no connectivity between computers.
Another good one that's super dated is I think it's called War Games with Matthew Broderick.
Yes, yeah.
Where they accidentally.
But he's
The
like a
computer
video gamer,
fixes-
isn't he?
Well, he's a gamer
Yeah.
/ hacker.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they basically did the exact same thing in Ferris Bueller, where he like changes his grades or he changes his attendance. He was changing the girl's grades.
But was
from
he?
home.
Oh, that's a whole nother episode.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like in the '80s, how was he?
Yeah.
How was he in contact with the school computer? Whatever.
It's like
Um,
Enron shit.
But yeah, just the I'm doing air quotes for our audio listeners. The technology that's used in that movie is just so ridiculous and so campy.
Yeah, we've really come a far
God.
way since Aliens gave us a lot of things.
Oh, I thought you meant Aliens the movie.
Oh,
Because
no,
that was
no.
like a lot of like
Like-
technological advances and stuff like that. Because also Aliens the movie,
Yeah,
they gave us a
it
lot.
did jump.
Yeah,
It did jump forward in
Gave us
special
a lot.
effects and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, the actual aliens, the
No,
Zeta Reticulis gave it to us.
I think what you're trying to say is the humans for the future.
Ooh, I like
Mhm.
that.
That's two throwbacks at the same time. One you would know from our Rendlesham Forest episode, and one you wouldn't know because we didn't allow it to air because it's an hour and a half of me and Lee yelling
Yelling
at
each
other.
other.
Yeah. And poor Steve sitting there like, Steve, what do you think?
I
No,
thought you were friends.
I agree with both of you.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is the same thing.
I agree with both of you.
Oh,
As in, like,
man.
please
Good
stop.
people, yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah,
That didn't go
He
well.
came back after that. We did the season 2 finale with him.
Finagly.
Finale.
How's your holiday shopping going?
Let me rate this beer first before I get upset. I love that you said the orange rind because that's totally what
You didn't know that was a professional at this?
you're just like fucking sleeper over here.
Fucking.
This
Look,
one,
I'm gonna
you're like,
quote- I'm gonna- I'm gonna
is
quote Raymond.
thinner a thing? I don't know. Like, yeah, you fucking know, asshole. Said it on purpose.
Little do you know that Christy gifted me like 10 beer tasting classes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a brewery in my basement now. That's why we're not down there right now.
Master classes, beer palette.
All right, so this is our hex.
This is our hex from I don't know, you might not be able to pull this reference. The can reminds me of the cover of the Blues Traveler album that their hits were on. 4, it's called. It's
I don't
just
know
a
what the album
fucking
cover
cat.
looks like.
It's just a cat.
Oh, the
It's a
cat.
cat with the green background.
That's what's
Yeah.
for the cat? I don't. That's
Mhm.
not giving that to me.
It's not a cat.
No,
it's
I know,
a
but that's the
fucking-
can's not giving me that though.
It's too bad we didn't figure this out for the thing.
Oh,
We're gonna
that,
put-
this is not showing. This is pretty good. This is showing.
Yeah,
up
it's
pretty
coming
good.
up better.
Zoom in if you can.
And again, we'll post all these on the IG.
Yeah, of
Do you know? Is that supposed to be like a specific symbol we're supposed to know?
probably, but I don't.
There's the blue flame and the orange flame coming together, and it's a whole thing.
Feel you?
Yeah.
Upward Brewing Company.
Oh man, we're halfway there.
Dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. So holidays. Oh wait, did you get your numbers?
I'm
down?
I'm good.
Are you
I'm
good?
good. Yeah, I got
I'm
rated.
actually not.
Rated it.
But I'm gonna ask you how your holiday
Uh,
shop is going while I think about that.
Yeah.
Holiday time is here.
I
All right.
went shopping actually yesterday. I had to bring my laptop to the mall, and I had some gift
Oh,
cards
shoot.
for my birthday. So I went shopping for myself yesterday. The mall sucks.
Yeah, we went there a couple days ago.
It just
Like a week ago.
sucks, and like you get lost. Everything's the same. It's that fucking
Well,
stale
we're talking.
lighting, and it's
You,
just and,
you
and there
went to
were
KOP.
yeah.
Like we have to explain to anyone that doesn't know, like,
King of Prussia
King of
Mall
Prussia
is
Mall
one
is-
of the biggest in the country
and it's so hard to not get lost.
because there used to be 2 buildings that they then connected together, but I don't think they did a good job of just making one thing be connected to the other. You got to go up and around to
Because,
get around to this
so you
fucking thing,
can't
and you go through the richest section to get
because
like from
there's a
Macy's to
section
the
that
Apple
only
store.
connects above on the second floor.
But
So if you're
before
on
you
the
can go
first
back down.
floor, you're just walking around in circles looking how to get out of this fucking like
right?
track.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did
Yeah,
that.
and even like
not
all
that
you'd
long
see
ago.
is like the parking garage.
Yeah.
and not
You're like, oh,
know,
there's
like,
Andy's
how to get
pretzels
through
again.
it.
Fucking great.
Yeah, and also these days, like you would think that because I hate it so much because like it's just it's the ugliest side of capitalism kind of society, but at the same time, the fact that there's like post COVID, there's a lot of stores not open.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of vacant, just like or they
But
even
malls
they're not
in
even
general,
they're not
right?
even not
Malls
just
in
KOP.
general. Yeah.
But like more
Not
so
even
than ever.
COVID though, and just malls and like that whole.
Well,
like-
malls were already on the decline,
they're
and then all you
banning
need
malls
is
all
a
over the place.
fucking quarantine to boost all of Amazon's shit even more. That because it was still again like boomers, and I feel like maybe not as tech savvy people who were
What are young
relying on
kids? Young kids love malls.
Yeah, but
Kids go
it's a
hang out in
conversation
malls.
we had recently of like kids don't really hang out like that anymore.
When we
Yeah.
went, there was a lot of kids there.
Were there?
Like
That's
a
good.
lot
Actually,
of like
that actually makes me happy.
groups of kids, a lot of like couples walking around and weird. So can I point this out about kids now?
Well, all I was gonna say
Oh,
is
go
that
ahead,
like
go ahead,
it's depressing.
Oh,
It's
mall-
depressing. Like even the fact that like I felt like I'd be happy about the collapse of fucking Western capitalism.
The
whatever the fuck.
90s.
Yeah, well, there's
Uh.
because malls, the KOP mall specifically, is I think pretty much fully responsible for the destabilization and the falling apart of Norristown
Yeah. Oh,
economically,
100%.
socioeconomically.
Yeah.
So like. You had
There's a lot.
Norristown was a thriving small business community, and then this giant mall came in, and now it's a fucking like shithole, for lack of a better word. And sorry if you live in the parts I'm talking about, but I think you'd agree that
It had better days
people.
at least.
Yeah, no, well, that people took advantage of leaving you behind, right?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it happens all over the place.
Yeah.
But
No, it was
I never liked them all. I mean, I did when I was like 15.
Broadway Mall.
Broadway Mall I used to hit
I,
up all the time.
I was a mall rat for a little bit.
Broadway Mall, I hit up. What was the other one? Not Whitman.
Walt Whitman was up in.
Whitman, I was just close to me, but there was another one. It was Broadway,
Walt Whitman didn't have the same feel as a mall because it was just that one straight thing.
and then they made
Like,
it
just
different.
felt like a strip.
What was the other mall? Broadway,
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Duh, no shit. I can't believe it.
Sunrise, where you can get popped for a while.
Sunrise. I used to skate.
Sunrise used to be like,
I used to skate because the parking lot was like it's so like
but I think it was also because when we were growing up, like most people didn't want to go there. Bad shit
and the
happened.
parking lot's
People
gigantic
would
and
get
empty.
shot in the mall.
Yeah. No, it was
I don't want to say regularly, but a bunch.
No, it did happen for a while.
Yeah.
Broadway Mall once I was a little bit older because I dated a Hicksville chick.
Yeah, and it had the movie theater like in it.
Yeah.
That was before all of them did that. That was one of the
And
few
a
places.
big ass food court because you could just hang out
And the
late in the food
McDonald's was
court.
right there. You
Everything
could just
closed.
bring a fuck ton of McDonald's
Yes.
into the movies.
See, I'll tell you, and I think we had this conversation too. Like the shit that I miss, like for like vegetarian wise, is like shitty hamburgers and fast food and shit.
When I was a vegetarian, it's funny. You know my buddy Mike, who's in the wedding party,
From New York?
Mike and Deb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and him lived together for a little bit, and he would say to me, "He's like, I always know when you're drunk." And I was a vegetarian at the time. He's like, I always know when you're drunk because aside from being passed out on the couch, there's just Burger King all over.
Yeah, that would be
and
my
this is
one
before the
weakness.
Impossible Burger was a fucking thought.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was just burgers, but
Yeah.
that's fucking. And then every once in a while, like you could get like the bean shit at Taco Bell, but like
The bean burrito. How many bean burritos?
I just want a fucking taco sometimes. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
That's not even meat.
It's fucking roaches.
You know what's
Um,
gonna happen now when I leave your house?
you
Go to
guys love your
Taco.
Taco Bell.
Well, no. You know what's weird though?
You passed
Um,
like 2 of them.
I do pass, well, potentially two, but and this is kind of a New York thing. The only one of the few things I miss about New York, Taco Bells were open till like 4 a.m. every night in New York. Not the case now. Like I'm not gonna be able to hit one.
I brought that up to Chris the other day. I was like, I think it's great that bars aren't open till 4 o'clock in the morning here. I don't think there's any reason for
Yo, 4 is
to be open at 4 o'clock in the
crazy
morning.
town.
But fast food should be open at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because when you get kicked out of the bar or you get home and you're like, oh shit, you know what I really want? And you got nothing in your fridge, you need fast food.
The only time I've ever felt in PA like that 2 a.m. was too early to close, which is what they used to be at least.
Yeah.
Is that like when I was getting off of work, because the brewery used to like when I was working Manny on Ball and Birds, like it used to close at 11 or 12. And what's cool is that then you get a lot of the industry people coming out. So for that, it's like, well, I want to have more than just like a couple hours to be able to hang out. But that was the only time. I mean, maybe like when I was at bands playing shows and stuff. But 4 a.m. is fucking wild.
That shit's crazy. It's like why I closed.
Well, like Mr. Beery's doesn't.
Yeah.
Mr. Beery's would do obviously open till 4, and then they'd say we open for a more air quotes graveyard shift at 5. So technically they were closed from 4 to 5.
So they're just not serving drinks for
Come
an hour.
on, yeah. I feel terrible for whoever the fucking person was. Like I would hope that if you worked all day and night until 4 a.m. that you were not the person who's expected to be like still there.
I hope you have
when
like the
when
next day
next
off.
shift start. Yeah.
But
Who's going to be a bartender at 5 a.m.?
I feel like I find the person that wants to do that shit though. Like there's someone out there that's not sleeping.
The
That wants to
complete
talk
night
to them.
owl. The complete night
Like,
owl. Yeah.
like that's the thing that's crazy about like Manhattan. Like when I was like hanging out
You could be
in the city,
nocturnal.
and like like that was like you'd be like at 2:00 in the morning and like there's a whole other fucking
Oh yeah.
that comes out.
Well, I
That shit
did-
was I hate cities. I'll give like New York. Like New York Underground, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. New York, 4 a.m. New
4
York.
a.m. New York. Yeah.
is-
yeah.
When you know where
There's
you're
really
supposed to
nothing like
go,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
it's fucking dope. Like, oh my
Agreed.
God.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Yeah, I miss that. Too old now. I'll be sleeping. I'll be that guy with the picture on the couch in the basement.
Yo, and then forget about even 2 a.m. because like COVID.
The last time I saw 2 a.m. was yesterday when I woke up after sleeping.
I was like, that's not a lot of time.
No.
No, I mean I'll get to 2 a.m. if like I fell asleep too early.
That's what happens to me like all the
Right,
time.
and then
yeah.
you're like,
And I wake up and I'm
I
ready to
might as
go.
well go play video games.
Yeah. That's what happens.
No, but like COVID too, for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason. They were trying to make sure people didn't stay out as long because the longer you're open, the more people can socialize and spread the virus. But they like all the mandates were actually earlier closing times, and now, like Workhorse, we close at 9 during the week, which I love.
Yeah,
But it still
As a
feels
worker.
late, and there are people who complain about
it
it.
does feel
But like,
9's late. To be working like, but my point is like,
it's not
in this day and age.
yeah, but a lot of people don't get out of work till like 6.
All right.
Talking about a few hours. We do last call at 8:30.
I see. I have no urge for social life.
No,
so
I know,
I'm
but
just
you're
like,
the wrong person
I
to be
know,
having this
yeah.
conversation.
So I'm just like,
because
so just go
you're
home.
like, you should close at 6.
Or I'm just like, just
You know,
go home. Like, what's the
Just
bad thing
I
about
know,
going home?
Yeah. Well, no, don't do that. Go to Workhorse Brewing Company.
But you can't after 9 o'clock.
Never
just
go home. Never ever go.
Just
home.
wait out front. Just,
Yeah.
we'll get you a tent.
Find a place to drink until you can come to our job. No, but even still, like when you talk about now, we'll have conversations, whether it's the managers or like you try to run it by the employees, thinking about even just pushing it back an hour or two. People are like, "Oh my god!" It's like, yo,
Well, when you're working,
but like 1 year ago, or 2 years ago, if you were working in a fucking bar, you didn't expect to leave that place before midnight
no. But again,
on a like easier night.
same. There's so much changing in the workforce like that, though, where people
Right,
like,
but
are either like going to hold on to stuff that was like, even like people even resisted stuff at first, like staff like resisted like coming out to cars and shit like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure some places are fucking love. They don't have to deal with fucking people walking in and shit. They just get to run their shit out and I'm gone.
We do
So that's
really well with takeout.
But that's what I'm
beer
saying. So
still.
like, if you're a person, a company that like worked out that system
Uh-huh.
and it's working for you,
Right.
why change it? Like,
Yeah, I just really think that like I've heard a bunch of times, and I'm going to pretend like I know human psychology, but I've heard a bunch of times that it takes 90 days to form a habit.
Yeah.
A lot of recovery programs will be like, go to a meeting 90 and 90. But yeah, I feel like after 3, 6, even for a lot of people, 9 months of being paid to stay home, you have a completely different, like, just the whole like human psychology about all this shit has completely shifted.
yeah,
And it's not to say that there aren't people who were unaffected or aren't people who, like I said, like, and even on whatever given night, I might be one of those people who's like, what do you mean you're closing at 11? But still, I think as a whole, like society has kind of like accepted that, like, yeah, that shit was too late.
Yeah.
We were pushing it back further than we should have,
Well,
Not that it's
but
like
I think
2 a.m. 2 a.m. didn't cause the virus.
on the other end of that, I think there's a pushback to not have work days go as long.
There are people. It's what we talked about before. Like there are people behind that bar.
Well, not and then so there's your times.
I mean, people who have lives.
There are your
who wanna
times as
go
a
home.
bartender, but then there's the people that were coming to the bar that got off of work. So
Right.
like if your job gets out at 3 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock,
Well, now that moves everything up.
yeah. So now everyone's happy. Now and get like the bartenders get the same amount of foot traffic and traffic, and then the people get
it's
get the
coming
time
back.
off. And then they get to go home and get a full night's sleep
Mm.
and go to work and not be like, I squeezed out like 3 extra hours and now I'm dead.
That's why day drinking is nice.
That's why working from home is nice.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that because, like, at least from a bartender point of view, there's been a few nights where, like, God, it's one of the few industries where people have zero respect for when you say it's closing time. Like for some reason, because I poured you a glass of beer, you think that you should be allowed to stay till whenever the fuck you finish said beer. Right?
That's why
And,
I
like,
can never be a bartender.
I don't understand. If you're at a store, like a clothing store, and you're looking at a shirt,
Oh, okay.
right? It wouldn't be like, yeah, I'll wait here an extra hour for you to decide whether or not you want that shirt. But like, so we'll be like, we start our close up process because fuck you,
Hmm.
and it's also like a passive aggressive way of being like, hey, idiot, like we're closing up,
Okay.
right?
Putting
Yes,
the
we're
seats down real
mopping,
hard and
whatever. So
wiping shit up.
then a big
taking
one.
away the cherries.
A
and
big
the
one is
fucking-
you just cut the music.
That's a good
Because
one.
once it's like silent and you're the only table left,
And you just hear it.
yeah, just like the crinkling of like people doing shit. But then some people still are like locked in their combos. So there was like one night I was mopping. I was like, I heard that my daughter spoke tonight. Her first words were, "Where's Dad? Really miss my family.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
Would have
home
loved
right
to
now.
have seen her when we closed." And like, yeah, maybe after like 20 minutes of being totally sarcastic asshole, they're like, should we leave?
Do you want us to go? Are you trying to
Oh.
leave?
I think we're the last ones here.
See, I couldn't
No
do it
shit.
because
No shit, dude.
I remember even like the animal hospitals. I'd be like, you got to be kidding me! Like, finish your bill. What are you talking to the receptionist about right now?
Right.
Like, you were obviously you've been the last person in the building
for a long time.
for an hour.
Yeah.
You had 2 people taking care of you, a doctor and a technician, fully attentive, and you've watched inside your little bubble an entire staff do everything.
People think that
And
if
then you're just
they're-
gonna like talk about your plans for New Year's.
people think that if they're spending money, they're entitled to it.
Get out.
Next beer?
Sure.
You got a glass for it?
No. Give me another glass. Actually, I do if you want that one.
I don't care. Whatever you want. I'm gonna recycle one.
Yeah, there you go.
You got it? All right. All right. So we're talking a lot about this place. This is from Workhorse Brewing Company, based out of King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Kopp. Hefeweizen. It's a German-style wheat ale. Let's see what the official breakdown here was. So it's got a simple name, but it's got a nice description.
All right.
Hefeweizen announces itself with aromas of banana, dried fruit,
Ooh.
and juicy bubble gum,
Hey,
followed by
okay.
subtle hints of spicy clove. Bubblegum and cloves.
And bananas.
Bananas and blow.
That's bananas.
Initial flavors of vanilla and lemon highlight a creamy mouthfeel. So much cream in our mouths
Yeah,
tonight.
there's a lot of cream.
Yeah, someone's just been creaming
It's
them.
because we were talking about all those ropes.
Creamy mouthfeel and clean malt bill for a brisk, refreshing finish.
Cream in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish in your mouth. Let me just pour this real quick. that doesn't work for the visual people. Only the
Audios.
right. We can lie to the audio files. I'm creaming in his mouth. It's happening.
I'm speechless.
Because you got a mouthful of.
It's so sticky.
Oh, yeah. It's the glass.
Yeah,
Yeah, here.
because I'm recycling.
Sure. That's got to mean something.
Dirty Mike and the boys.
Recycling. What's that? Snowballing.
Oh God, I can't. Oh,
Right?
those
I mean,
two clips
right-
are like just getting sprayed everywhere.
Right.
I guess you could call it recycling, upcycling.
I'm sorry. Composting.
Sharing is scary. Could smell that banana
The banana comes through
first.
hard, right?
There's
That
that
is a-
cream.
It should just be called creamy banana beer.
Is my banana in your mouth?
Or are you just happy to see me?
Where is this going?
It's a nice break. I feel
It
like
is.
sometimes it's hard to follow up IPAs. We've had like 3. One of them was a pale ale.
That's a nice.
3 in a row.
It's a
but-
clean break. Because it's the banana. Frontal banana.
Yeah, I don't know about the
Full frontal banana.
full front. Banana. You call it a banana hammock because it just hangs there.
All out in the front.
I don't know about the bubble gum.
I think
It's also
it'd be
beer number
masked with
4,
the
so it's like
banana.
hard to. Yeah. So I'll talk about Workhorse for a minute, if you don't mind, since we're drinking the beer.
Fuck no. No, of course.
I think I mentioned it in another episode, and I've said it like 5 times tonight. But yeah, I've been at Workhorse Brewing Company for a few months, and recently got promoted to taproom manager.
Level up.
Yeah, dude.
Bada bing, bada bing.
And the reason I bring it up is because I wanted to reference our veterinary medicine episode.
Nice.
Yeah, and just that, like,
Go check it out if you have it on Spotify,
please do
Google,
season 1.
Apple. If you don't have Apple, just go give us 5 stars. And someone in your life has Apple. Just take their phone, put your hand in their face, say 1 second.
Yeah. You give us
Give us
5
5
stars on Apple, and we will figure out how to get a sticker to you
Yeah,
at the very least.
yeah. 5 stars. Go to our Instagram. It's the
Underscore.
beta.
Underscore.
Then
On Instagram.
yeah, DM us. I will.
We want to give you
Yeah. We'll give you a
stickers.
sticker
Yeah.
of our faces
You want
with
that.
fish. It's kind of funny.
us as betas.
Yeah, man.
We're always betas, but as beta fish. But yeah, the reason I bring it up is because, like, I feel like we were talking a lot in that episode about how, like, veterinary medicine, especially if you're not a doctor, is a very thankless job without a lot of room to grow, which is why neither one of us is in said. You're still close, kind of, but not really.
Not really.
And when I say not really, as far as like
I mean, I
the
use
quality
some
of
of it,
work-
but it's not the
Well,
same. It's not the same thing.
you're a better choice for someone, and this is not biased. This is a fact.
Plug.
Camera, but you're a better choice for someone who's going to leave their dog with somebody because you have years, like over a decade of fucking medical background.
Too much.
with this shit, right?
Useless shit. Then now it's useless. There's a
Here,
lot.
like, you'll.
There's
yeah.
a lot of other shit that's just like. I refuse to like talk about like flea and tick shit with people.
No, well, you're
Like,
smart for that.
I just
yeah.
no.
But it's nice to finally be in a place where I'm getting really along really well with the owners, and like they're allowing me and this guy Drew, who's like the general manager, who's like I'm his number 2. Like they want to know our giving us autonomy. They're telling us like we believe in you and support you, and like make this tap room awesome and do what you think is right.
Like, just out of curiosity,
Just-
and like you don't even have to tell me like personally like
Yeah.
what individual stuff is, but like
Yeah.
like what are their backgrounds before doing this?
So I know one. Well, one of them, which is also I think what makes the place a better brewery, is that the main dude, El Presidente, is a brewer.
Okay,
It's a brewer who's now running a brewery, right? So it's kind of like
that's not bad.
Maybe
That
decide.
works
yeah,
if you, because there's not a lot of, I don't know what the word would be, but like, I guess there's not a lot of like status change as you're moving up that like personal status change. Like your title doesn't change
right.
as much as like you don't get like official letters in front of your name.
Yeah,
Because like there are technicians that become doctors and they're still dicks and don't know how to run their practices.
well,
I mean, I'm not saying that they're probably brewers too, but
No, I
I
know.
feel like it's a much more down to earth. Like you're more level headed building your business than I feel like some doctors are. They get so caught up in all the other shit. While someone that's like a brewer, I think when you have that, like when we talk to Pat, like he has a different kind of mind. Like he's so geared
Yeah.
towards like the product that he's producing. It's like being an artist. You put a different source of pride
It feels
Your pride-
very
is on your product, not your past.
yeah, not or your product, not your label.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And because like, and not to say that like, but we were talking about it like this can is just very fucking straightforward. You know, it's just like classic kind of 1950s logo and shit like that. Not a lot going on at all, but it's just like, and we're starting to name beers now. But for a long time, it was just like this is the workhorse Hefeweizen. This is the workhorse New England. This is the workhorse Vienna Lager, and it's just like straightforward, no bullshit.
Beer.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just straightforward, no bullshit. Like we're here for beer. That's the focus, you know.
Yeah.
And before that, you know, I feel like the guy or where I was working was more about like he was someone who liked beer but wanted to make money. And not to say that like nobody wants to make money, but it just felt like he came from a finance background. It was like a businessman trying to use beer rather than someone trying to take their passion and like,
And, like,
get
I
it
don't-
out there. And
Don't get me wrong, it works the same way in like veterinary medicine in the animal world. When there's doctors that genuinely care and their end product is their care for animals, their practices are usually better, their staff is usually happier. So it's just
your
far and few
intentions,
between.
right? It's like what are your intentions?
Yeah.
Are you here just to make a quick buck, or are you here to try to better the industry, to try to And again, I love Pat's beer from Ballbirds. You know, I wouldn't fault him on anything at all.
No, I have
but-
nothing against that at all.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. There's a really cool vibe over there.
Well, culture is, and you not necessarily not liking, but liking one more than the other has nothing to do. Some people might think the other.
Well, the product is one thing, but the quality of life, as far as like being an employee, is significantly
Yeah.
better here.
Well, that's what matters.
So
And I think that's what people are. I think that to come full circle, I think that's what we've been talking about for the last half hour, is that like quality of life matters, and like if that's leaving on time, keeping a habit that you created during the pandemic, or ditching your fucking career and starting something new.
Right.
Do what works, man.
Yeah, dude.
Quality of life. Work hard for workhorse.
I feel like a workhorse.
Did I just come up with a slogan? Can I coin that? Do you want to bring that back to anybody?
Work hard. I'm
Yeah.
sure no one
Work-
thought of that.
Work hard for workhorse.
Yeah,
Work hard, workhorse.
that sounds very militant.
Like I'm thinking more like the Home Depot commercial.
Yeah,
Boom.
workhorse, do less, or something like that.
When you've been working hard, nothing hits you like a workhorse.
Now you're the cowboy
Yeah.
from Big Lebowski
Yeah.
doing a Coors Banquet commercial. When you've been working hard, you're a workhorse. Sam Elliott, I believe that guy's name is.
You would know better than me. I'm
I
giving
wish
Deborah
my
Messing.
brain didn't decide that. Or
How about
whatever.
knowing like every lyric to every song you almost ever listen to for no reason?
Yeah, I know, right? Our brains have room
Not for that shit.
stuff, just not for anything like
Up, down, A, B, A, B.
up, down, A, B, left,
Yeah, like
right,
I
left,
think
right.
forever.
Select stuff.
Oh man.
That's actually the name of a Deftones song.
Word?
Yeah, specifically, in honor of said cheat code.
Yeah, man. That was the shit. Cheat codes was the shit. Can't do that anymore in a lot of games. Unless you're like
No, I don't think
PC gamers do it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
heavily
yeah.
mod games. There's like a
Yeah.
whole second version of Grand Theft Auto on PCs.
Not only that, but like to
Multiple
the
versions.
point where the companies themselves are making, like
Dude, there's a
they're
version-
allowing the ability for people to just like do it.
I forgot what it was called. G5 or some shit like that. Where like these people are playing like as actual cops.
Uh-huh.
And they're playing the game and they're like, dispatch, I have one. And like they're like, we have a 1095,
So
blah, 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 blah.
they mod
And
it
they're
so that
like-
they're the police.
Yeah, and they're like,
and if you're in
and
the
other
multiplayer, like
players, yeah.
they're
they're like
Okay.
pulling people, and like the people getting pulled over, like, oh, I'm sorry, officer. Yeah, I won't do that again. Okay, sir, go on your way. Blah blah blah. And oh, sir, we have 1095. Like, it's fucking weird. I seen it on TikTok.
That's one
kinda
thing
looks
I've
like fun,
heard
but-
from the GTA 5 universe is that it's very, very popular. There are groups who are just like, I want to play this game completely by the rules, living as if this is a perfect society. Instead of like doing fun shit,
Yeah, I do. I
they're
do a
almost
mix
like
of
living as
everything.
if it's like The Sims.
Yeah,
you know?
like Second Life, like Dwight's Second Life.
Second life.
Yeah. Well, he's like, my first life was so good. The only thing that could be better is I could fly. No, I play. And like I said,
oh, little Jim's got a guitar.
it was so funny. Like, I didn't know you played the guitar.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
just redonkulous.
Yeah.
All right, man. Where are we at? Workhorse. We got what? 2 more?
We got 2 more beers.
All right.
Can you make it?
I can make it.
Think so?
Yeah. Is anyone going to make it this long? Listening to 2 more beers. Do I care?
There's only one way to find out. I mean, they probably hit stop a long time ago.
Where we're going, we don't need.
We
road.
don't need ROAD
roads.
limit. I wish that we should come up with something where, like, if we ever hit the 2-hour mark, we say some kind of phrase, and then if you text us said phrase, you get some free shit, right?
What kind of free shit? Are people giving us money to do this?
Okay,
Do I-
so we need 2
you get a
things.
shout out.
No, we need 2 things. One, we need some free shit that we can offer people.
Yeah, any one of these
We
breweries,
need-
any
we
one of these
need merch.
recommendations,
We
we
need merch.
fucking get a
Yeah.
shout out to.
Yeah,
No one's listening.
we
so
need like a
it doesn't matter.
T-shirt and something or a hat, and then we need to think of a phrase.
I'll give you some old shit I don't want. I got some shit in my closet. Like I got like old flannels I'm giving away. You want some?
around here. I could send somebody one of these plants.
Yeah, you want a house plant? I'll send you a
I
house
think it's
plant.
in the view.
There's a cactus over there.
There's cacti afoot.
Cacti in the foot would suck.
Oh man. So let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
What's your stance on?
Kill them all.
It's funny you say that because I was going to say vasectomies,
Oh. Kill them all.
which you're not killing them all, but
So
you're isolating them all to never ever swim again.
My SO is getting her Uva ring or whatever that fucking clampy thing is
Oh,
taken out the end of this month. I gotta go get blood work and get my
Is-
appointment going.
is that the goal?
Yeah,
To get
and I'm
snipped.
going snip snap.
Snip, snap,
You know how many
snip,
times?
snip,
You know
snip.
how many?
You know what 3 vasectomies does to
Snip
a
snap,
person?
snip snap.
Snip,
Yeah.
snap.
It's just gonna be snip and tie or
Yeah.
snip clamp. Probably they probably don't tie. It's probably clamp now. Okay, day
So you're
2.
pro,
Yeah, absolutely.
clearly.
I don't want another kid.
No,
That's
not
150,000,000,000%.
Yeah.
Whatever number that is.
right.
There's no way.
15 million %. And that doesn't mean that I don't love the shit out of my kid.
Because I love my kid, I don't want another kid.
It's actually part of it.
Yeah.
I've seen what happens when you have a second kid.
Yup. You're like, sucks.
Well, not
Sorry,
only
everybody has
that,
to
not
do
only
it.
that, but like you're physically unable to care as much for said kid because, and a lot of people are like, no, it's just multiple, but like you only have so much time in a day.
Yeah, and I'll get backlash. Whoever wants to tell me whatever, be like, I love both my kids. But like,
No, of course you
Like,
love your kids, but like you
having
don't have enough
one-
time.
and like watching one grow and not being like brought out of it or reset all the time or like
Yeah.
go take care of your brother or your sister. Like it's the like fact that like I'm just chilling with a kid now that is growing along with me. And I don't have to like put her on pause.
Yeah, and I don't have this urge to want to start from scratch again. Like
Oh,
did I love her as a baby and an infant? All that, like, yeah, but like, there's no part of me that's like, I need that in my life again. Because then I feel like you're making it about you more than you. And I'm not saying that anyone who has more than one kid is selfish. I'm
I'm
not saying
sure
that.
some people
But
are.
I just feel like
not.
once you have one, and maybe it's because we work so fucking hard to get one, but I just feel like anything after that is you're just either A, chasing, a specific feeling you had, or B, it's like, well, what aren't you getting
Well, I feel like also sometimes
What are you
it's
getting
the
out of
fact
just
that
one?
they are like
Or things are so
growing.
good that you think
no,
like
that they are growing and becoming like autonomous, and they don't need you as much anymore. Like some people are
So it's about
dependent
you.
on that. Like like I want something, they need me.
Right.
You know, like
And I look, I mean, that's kind of it's not to say that having one doesn't mean you don't value that. But
no, I'm not judging anybody for the reasons they have kids, but
no,
personally, to answer my question, that question is I didn't want kids, any more kids, and I'm pro vasectomy, and I'm shortly to be on the books.
I'm getting snipped soon too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have like a thing set, but like the intention is 100%
Yeah.
to snip that snap.
I ain't sending kids around.
Call it a day.
Yeah. My cream belongs in mouths anyway.
It's just a creamy mouthfeel.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like what you're saying. Like now, I don't know. Recently, I feel like Charlie took such a fucking step forward. If we're gonna do like a mini as a dad segment here, of like Charlie's taken such a step forward recently in development, that I look at her now as like a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see her
I
as
think
a
I told
baby
you like
anymore.
wait for that. Like it's a nice.
She's walking around and she's not talking yet, but like she's walking around and like we have like little inside jokes and,
Well,
and
getting
she
personality.
Can,
It's
you know, if she for the people who are watching, they can see this, but like the index fingers together, the thumbs up, as if you're doing like a field goal thing. But like she'll look at you and she'll go like, smile, like do that.
like do the thing.
And you're like, okay, yeah, and I'll do it. Yeah, and she fucking and like that she has like these preferences and she's like aware enough and she's like walking around and wearing shoes.
Yeah, man.
She's
It's
wearing
crazy.
shoes.
I know that's a
you know,
big
you're
step.
like, what
That's
the
weird.
fuck?
Wait till you realize that you're buying shoes like every 3 months.
Oh no,
It's fucking bullshit.
I hate the shoes. I
bullshit.
hate them. I was thinking like we should have just calloused her feet up and let her be like cave woman, you know.
I just
But
say put them in a size 1 kids and let them grow into them for 2 years.
right. Yeah, it's true.
Clown feet.
Just
yeah.
stuff the front of it. Yeah.
Play around with clown feet for a couple
I
of
saw
years.
a kid who's around her age at the bar the other day with Uggs. And I was watching her walk around. I was like, how does she fucking do that?
Layla had Uggs when she was first
Yeah.
walking.
Well,
through.
the mom was saying, she's like, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, she has no
Like,
problem with the Uggs.
like whatever you put on their feet,
Yeah, they figure it out.
they'll figure it out.
Uggs, Crocs. Layla had it all.
So,
She still has. She likes her Crocs now.
yeah.
She didn't like them, and now she likes them.
I never did Crocs. Are they,
Crocs. Now that I'm at home all the time,
are they comfy?
they're the fucking best shoes. Because like, especially like for like you and I who are like taking care of dog stuff, taking care of kids stuff, taking care of lawn, pool in the summer. Like
Yeah.
to have a shoe that's like everything, it could get wet. And like I'm gonna go fuck them. I gotta change my shoes to go out and do the fucking lawn if I need. Like no, they're fucking perfect.
Right.
I don't really wear them out per se. Like
Yeah.
every once in a while.
I mean, I don't care about that.
No, I'm just saying like they're not that kind of shoe. Like I don't feel comfortable to like move distances in them.
Right.
Like they're like shuffling around shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember people wearing them at like work.
I did it
in
when I was in
animal
tech for a while.
hospitals. Really?
But that was toward the end of like when I wasn't doing shit.
All right. Yeah, because I always was like, it doesn't seem like the right footwear to me.
I was also when I was purely the muscle. So I was always picking up dogs, squeezing their bladders, getting peed on.
Right.
So it was nice to have Crocs that you just fucking put under the sink and wash them off. Extra socks in my backpack, in my bag or my trunk or whatever.
See this guy?
You didn't have extra scrubs in your trunk?
I lived
Dangerous.
fast and wild.
Wow. I always had an extra set of scrubs. in
No,
my trunk.
I had
Oh my
nothing.
god.
I had nothing.
Those days when you get anal glands on yourself
Yeah,
and you just walk around with yourself all day?
I would do. I would do a some kind of like
Alcohol, peroxide,
Florex,
douse, yeah.
whatever mix. I would take every cleaning product we had, kind of mix it all together, and it would do nothing.
Breathe it all in and get a
Just hope
toxic
it-
sea of fucking chemicals.
Just always get hot.
No, it's it's like the pee or like the diarrhea. You get that shit all over you, and then you're like, oh, like all day.
You don't need to explain why it's a good idea.
I
because
know.
it
I
was.
don't know how you did so
It's really a combination of laziness
fast and loose.
and
How you do it?
it was laziness and inconsiderate of other people's experience being around me. You know what I mean? Like it might suck for you to be around me, but for me, I'm just being me. So
I'm olfactory fatigue already. I don't smell,
right?
I don't
Yeah,
smell
exactly.
no more.
I've burned out
Yeah.
like whatever my sense. My brain is like, oh, he knows.
It did
Like,
fuck up my sense of smell. Being attacked totally fucked up. I have the same
yeah.
sensitivity as like my family when it comes to stuff.
I'll give you that. I also started getting like weird fungal reaction type shit. Like
Oh,
I
yeah?
feel like my body. Yeah, like I would like hold a dog and then and maybe they all had ringworm, but probably not. But like whatever like shit was living on them, I would get like kind of like ringworm shit, whatever. I like as my career went on.
You're more sensitive.
Yeah, it was like I was like losing my immunity to it, or,
It's also
like
getting old.
fucking immune system.
No.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, beer 5.
It was a weird burp. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, cool.
I might need a glass, sir.
You need a glass.
Oh,
I'll just recycle. So I got one more for you. So you don't watch football at all anymore, right?
nope, not
Like-
at all.
Like not
Not
like-
even a bit. I gave up. What year did we move here? I gave up like 2016. So it's been a while.
I feel like when you first were in Malvern, we watched.
That was
would,
like the
watch some
end.
games outside.
Yeah, that was like the end of caring.
and maybe even then because
I
you
was,
had
like,
the little
out of it.
outdoor TV and you had some kind of like Roku stick or something.
Yeah.
And I remember you still being like, I don't even like this anymore.
No, because I was trying to care, and every game I was like, the players don't know the rules, the refs don't know the rules. This is a touchdown, this is not a touchdown. What the fuck is the point of watching a sport where you just feels more and more rigged every time Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I will say the older I get, like he's legit. Like it's not the fact that he's been able to go to this new team, and I know they're stacked still, but like I don't know. He's
No.
he's
So the
he's
same
an
way,
athlete,
oh,
like a
absolutely,
stellar
the same way
athlete.
Crosby's an athlete, but they
Fuck
get
that guy.
preference.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
can't stand that, and it's rampant in the NFL because it goes down from team to team with the refs.
Well,
You can just tell when a ref doesn't like a team or a coach.
I
Like-
think there was a ref who was mic'd up.
Yeah, who just said, "Fuck
flat
you" to
was
somebody.
Like, we need. It was like literally a mic who was a mic. It was a ref who was mic'd up, and they were caught saying something like, "We need to foul them next play."
Yeah.
Or we owe them a foul or some shit.
Yeah.
And look, maybe refs in every sport do that. Because like sometimes you can tell in hockey they're
Yeah.
like, shit, that was a bad call. That means next we have to like be tight on the next call for the
But like the announcers will talk about that. Like it comes up. Like that's not like a super secret in
Yeah.
the NHL.
Just got a notification. It's a PA medical marijuana. Some kind of update. Ooh, very excited, but I'll read that
I
later.
like weed updates. Message.
I know, right? Is it? We live in a fucking crazy world where it's like the state of Pennsylvania wants to talk to you about your marijuana
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
picked up
in
today.
a good way. Yeah.
And like every time I go now, I wear like a different hoodie, and like I'm such a stoner that my clothes are obviously like just like stoner clothes.
Mhm.
And every time the dudes are like, "Nice hoodie."
Dude, some of our there's the Cure Leaf like grow operations right by our bar.
That's where I'm
and-
going. That's where I'm at.
And they well, you're going to the main like I don't know what you call that, but this is their separate.
Oh, the
building
second
where they-
location. Yeah.
Yeah, but they all come in and they're like all Mug Club members. Even before that, we were giving them industry discounts as if they're because
Yeah.
they're in the industry.
Industry.
It's the
They're
same
drug dealers.
or vice versa. Is like we're selling drugs.
Yeah.
Just because it's called alcohol doesn't mean you're not selling drugs.
Exactly.
We just put it in a really nice, fancy room.
And
Called it a tap room.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. We're actually showing you like this is how we make the drugs. Like we have
I
these
can't
giant
wait
tanks.
for fucking
back
weed,
here.
weed bars, man. I can't wait.
Like, why are we still waiting?
You told
But,
me to be social.
hey, at least
That's
we're
gonna be
finally getting legal weed.
Yeah,
And
I
I
could
know
do-
we had to jump through some hoops.
I could do
but
legal
like
weed in my house. I
still,
don't need to do it outside.
yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not leaving your house.
I would get a
Even
little.
if there
I
was a
would,
weed bar,
I would get more
"Nah."
social.
Hey Lee, you want to come out to? No,
I mean, like a weed park, like outside.
weed park.
I'd go to a weed park.
Be a weed park.
I don't like why. Why do I leave one house to go to another inside place? Like I think that's stupid. Like,
Because the ceilings are higher.
I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting down.
It's something that really does it for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so when I was quarantining, yeah, fuck it.
But wait,
so one of
but
these,
are the highest ceilings not outside?
right?
So like that's what I'm saying. So like, why go from one inside?
But being that humans are typically around the same height, give or take a foot, if the ceiling gets high enough, it's sky. It's what I'm saying. Is that like at a certain point, like when there's 20 or 30 feet before your head could even potentially hit the fucking ceiling, like I think that's cool that you got inside sky. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Next time I walk into a place, I'm not gonna compliment their like high ceilings. I like your inside sky.
Or just be like, no clouds today.
This is some good inside sky.
You go to a place on a cloudy day that has high ceilings, be like, no, there's no clouds today.
How do you keep the clouds out of your sky?
Yeah, what is it? No rhombus? No, it's not cloud. Romulus?
A cumulus clouds.
Rhombus is a shape.
Yeah.
No, one of these dispensary dudes got me some shrooms actually, and I think I fucking texted you when I was in the
I think
middle
I
of
was sleeping already.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
answered
that
the
early.
next
I don't
day.
think it was that late. I mean,
I don't know what it was,
but I
but
saw
like,
it the next day.
well, so we have the cat doors from when we had socks.
Yeah.
So there were a few times where like there was like 3 days where I was quarantining where before we found out Corinne and Charlie were positive, where I was like in the basement,
By yourself,
like
yeah.
pretty much
Full quarantine.
24-hour, like live down there. So, I'd like take a shit somewhere else, obviously, but I was like peeing in the slop sink and being a piece of shit.
Yeah. Quarantine, man. It's rough.
Right. Yeah. Tough life. So I was just smoking and eating. But she would slide like a hoagie through the cat door, which is at the top of the stairs. And I was like coming out the coal and like take the fucking I'd take the fucking sandwich off the top step. And she was laughing when we talked about it because she's like, she would be in the kitchen to hear me, like coming up and like the sandwich would slide out of view. It's like you're feeding that monster in the basement.
Exactly.
But then when I was like tripping good, quarantining is all about like you can't leave, like don't be. But then
See, if I was forced to be in a place, that's bad.
right. But then I realized I was like, well, it's midnight, everybody's sleeping.
They're quarantined now.
I could leave.
I'm free.
No, like I could walk out, right? And I open the sliding door and I'd look up the stairs and be like,
All right, Will Smith.
right. Like, oh my god, I can't go up there. I can't do it. Like it's not so much about the spreading of the virus as much as it was like I'm terrified. Like what's
Paranoia.
things could be different now. Maybe there's a new
been so
dad.
long. Maybe it's actually daytime.
Maybe it's daytime. Right. Maybe it's the year 2060. I'm still down here, right?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. The reality is that she probably just got remarried. There's like another guy up there, and she's like, "Yeah, don't go in the basement. Just don't go in the basement." Yeah. You'll hear some like South Park video games, but just don't worry about it. Yeah, don't go down there.
That is the oldest TV. I can't turn it off. It just makes sound.
Right. Yeah.
But
Sounds like my ex-husband. Fuck. This beer that I cracked is from
Aye. Aye. Like
I
aye.
we they cracked is from Rogue Brewing.
Yeah,
Brewery?
Yeah, I think we've hit them before.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Right. And this is Dead Guy Ale, and I feel like most people have had this. I'm pretty sure you've had this too.
You think so?
I just what I'm saying is I think so.
Well, let's find out.
It's kind of like one of their. It's like their staple.
I'm not gonna know though.
Newport, Oregon. It's a Bock, or also referred to as a Maibach. So the description is our bold and complex Maibach style ale that has been introducing countless beer drinkers to craft beer the world over for 25 years. Right? So they're even saying like we're like an established craft thing.
We know what we're doing.
Chock full of rich caramel malts and herbal hop nuances, tied together with a balanced hop bitterness. Still as drinkable as ever. Dead Guy.
So I'm gonna let you taste this beer, and I have to ask you if you've ever seen a movie.
I have seen several
A
movies.
movie. I don't know a movie, one single movie at a time. No.
I sometimes watch multiple movies. We're taking a sharp left turn here, by the way.
This is much more like a run of the mill.
Oh, so this is what I'm saying. Like this forward.
Yeah.
This is not your wheelhouse.
No.
but yeah, it's a hard left. I don't know why I'm saying left.
We went rogue.
We went rogue.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is more like malty and smooth. They talk about the bitterness. There's like some bitterness there, but chock full of rich caramel malts, which I think is
Losing
just
my
such a
food.
departure from the taste profile of the shit we've been drinking.
Yeah, no, it's like a whole different thing.
Mhm.
That's what's crazy about beer, though, is that it is such a spectrum.
The amount of shit you can do.
And it's still called beer. Like it almost like by the time you're at the other, you would think it'd be called something different.
Yeah, because honestly, there's a lot of different kinds of wine that I'm all like, oh, so this tastes like wine, and this tastes like wine. Like I'm good with the red and white. I can decipher that shit. I think even
Yeah.
blindfolded maybe, but
Some of them I can tell the difference. The reds, I can. Like if you give me like different kinds of whites, I don't think I can tell the difference.
yeah,
There's a few reds I can tell the difference.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Like
just
a red
it's like-
blend and like a more low, I can tell the difference.
but I feel like beers are more versatile in that way.
Well, there's definitely like
because you can go from a sour to a fucking like yeah. It's just there's
it's
a
completely
lot of
different.
places to go. And I'm
So-
guessing that there's some like wine head somewhere who's like, we're just as diverse.
You know nothing about grapes.
Yes.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, his
I saw that in the theater.
no way. I didn't even know it was in the theaters.
Yeah.
I see. That's the kind of movie where like
And
it
I
just snuck
think-
up on us.
I think I convinced Corinne to go because she's such a Harry
Harry Potter fan. I
fan.
knew you'd do that. Shit.
And I was like, it's Daniel Radcliffe. And I knew full well like what we were getting into. I think
Different
they
Daniel
even had him
Radcliffe.
as like a farting boat in the commercials.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see the commercial. I didn't know that was in the movie.
Yeah. So like
No idea.
she sometimes when things are a bit, I know that she's just being a parent almost, and she's like, "Yeah, honey, it was great," you know. And
If
on
I
the way
just sound
home,
like this. I'll stop.
right? And it's like the whole way home, she's thinking like, "I need to watch Gilmore Girls right now." But yeah, So yes, I do know that movie.
All right, this beer just made me think of that dead guy.
Dead Guy Ale.
Like, yeah. And he's just as good. Dead.
And like Paul Dano at his best too.
Yeah,
you know?
he's great in that
He's
movie.
fucking
That whole
wild.
again, I love a movie where you watch a whole movie and you're still not sure
What's really
what the
going
fuck
on?
happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what did we, is he actually dead? Was he actually even there
That does,
the whole time?
That movie does a very good job of that.
Did he even leave?
That is one thing that Corinne normally. I tell her she ruins it for herself. She ruins it for me and herself. But like, she's really good at picking out. In the first 5 minutes, she'll be like, "He did it," and she's right.
Yeah.
I
mean, I do
I'm
that
not
too.
that guy. I'm usually going into a thing thinking like, okay, but that would be obvious. So just enjoy every moment.
No,
like,
see, I
keep
do
an
that
open
too.
mind. But Swiss Army Man, you had no only like, well, what was going on, but what the fuck was going? Like, what am I watching?
Yeah, well, because the whole concept was like you thought like it had to go somewhere else. You thought there had to be
Point.
like more to
It's a story of a mental breakdown.
I know, but like the fact that he's
Uh,
like doing stuff as he's dead, like you would I really thought there was gonna be
Like, did he find a dead body?
like I really
Did
thought like
Paul
he
Dano,
wasn't gonna be dead or something like that, or like I
did
don't know.
Paul Dano find a dead body in the ditch?
Yeah,
So that part you think is real?
I think it's real. I question like, did he go or do any of
I
this
don't
stuff?
think he was never on an island.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I think he just sat with a dead body.
He literally was like in the sump.
Yeah, and like did like
If you live in a
As
place
it, like,
where you
did
know
it's decomposing. He was making up like, why is it hissing and why is it
right, but it's that, and it's like even the alone on an island thing. It's just he like found some woods near his house or near the girl he's obsessed with's house.
Yeah, it's like in a like through a
And-
yard. Is it like weird down like a
It's basically like off her yard. There's a
Yeah.
sump. Not everybody knows what sumps are, but like whatever forested
a
sewage
state
drainage
drainage land,
area, like public whatever, not far from her backyard. And then it turns out that she's just some woman he met on the bus. So it's like some obsessive, mentally unstable dude who becomes infatuated with a woman to the point where he's willing to become best friends with this army man needs a prequel.
Right? Like that's like
Revenge of the Radcliffe.
yeah, like he like actually was like courting the girl, low key, and was gonna steal the girl.
Is that
and he
wait?
kills
Isn't that
her.
he's not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think it's just a random. I think that's the part of the confusion of the whole. It's like, where does he come from? Why is he there? I don't know. It's been a while.
Attack of the Radcliffes. The Radcliffe Wars.
Multiple Radcliffes come back.
Yeah. Radcliffe Strikes Back. The Radcliffe Awakens.
I can't. It won't come out like I'm trying to say like Ragnarok, but Radcliffe Rock.
Radcliffe Rock. Yeah. Marvel's Radcliffe.
Oh man. All right. So
Ah, yeah.
Dead Guys Ale.
Take guys out. Well, shit. Might as well just fucking get this last one out of the way, right?
Yeah. Do it.
Call it a day.
Do it.
It's freshy for you. Last one for us.
We gotta do this with weed one day. I'll do much better.
No,
with
we
that.
can like just line up a bunch of strains.
Just go buy grams. You go buy. They sell grams.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we look up the different strains and stuff
Yeah.
first and decide like what would be like a cool flight. The problem, especially if we do video, is that there'd be a lot of just
I
You
keep
know,
the
like,
conversation
just-
going high. Don't worry about it. We'll trip out.
because they're totally not high now.
Not that high right now.
Well, I don't mean like high.
I'm like status quo,
yeah, he's level.
functioning.
Functional, yeah. That's what I'm, that's what I'm saying. All right.
If I do this thing too much.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in a well.
Well, now I'm far away from it. I think I just
All your
I
tightenings.
wiggled my waggle a little too much. Oh, you went dark on the last one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is not me.
I haven't gotten any compliments on my pores tonight.
You have very nice
They've all
pores.
been flawless.
Your skin looks great.
Oh, I fell right into that. I fell right into that one. Shit. Well,
Dad joke.
you didn't give me a response either. I thought I gave you gold on the way here. I pull up to Lee. I hit up Lee. I'm like, I'm on my way. And he says, cool, side doors open. And I was like,
I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I still don't get it.
cool, side doors open. So I was like, which one's the cool side?
Oh, I got it.
You were like, the
Okay.
door to the cool side is open.
See, because I didn't repeat what I said to you.
right.
I was
That's why
like,
there's
this
just like,
motherfucker knows what side door is.
it just says red.
I was also flying on
Red.
a plane in Grand Theft Auto. I was like, is this worth
I'm on
texting
my
with
way.
one hand?
Cool, side doors open. Which one's the cool side? I thought that was fucking dad gold.
And I was like, he'll figure it out.
Right. You actually assumed that I didn't know what the fuck you're
Yeah, I was
talking
like, yeah, look at it, doors open.
That's where we're at. That's where
All
we're
right,
at.
yeah. So what is this? This is
This is Clown Shoes.
clown shoes.
A microbrewery out of Boston, Mass. And oh yeah, the description was actually on the can, which is very vivid. I'll show this to you in a sec, but it looks like a samurai eating a pecan pie.
Okay then.
Genghis pecan. No, I said that wrong because they mean it to sound like Khan. So it's supposed to be a Mongolian. Genghis Pecan
Yeah,
rules
sounds
with
good.
an iron fist. He conquers all that he surveys, but he also is a strategic genius. Genghis plans his meals weeks and weeks ahead so that he arrives at the Clown Shoes pecan pie eating contest and ready for another conquest. A seasonal favorite to go alongside a classic dessert. Pecan pie porter puts sweet dessert flavors inside a full-bodied and robust porter. Jesus.
And you saved this one for last.
The problem is that I pronounce it pecan,
Pecan.
Not
Oh, I got the pecan.
pecan, like the
I got the
Genghis
con. I got it.
So it was hard for me to read every time I was going to say pecan, not to say pecan.
Pecan.
Because
It's a pecan.
Genghis pecan doesn't like
Let
send
me see
me
that
the-
can.
Let me see that can.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Yes, all right. Yeah. If you got a truck.
See, I just don't know what that shit is.
We'll have to look
Oh,
up
he's like knee deep in this.
Doja
pod.
Cat truck after this.
I don't even know what a Doja Cat.
It's a fucking person, man. I've been smelling the beers.
Doja Cat.
Did you dip your toe in it?
Yeah, I got the foot feel.
Foot feel.
Oh, that's pie-ish.
Dude, this is the kind of beer I want in the winter.
This is. I bet Christy would like this.
I know it. It's a shame that you don't like these because, like,
No. Oh no. Sorry.
at all.
Pecans.
Pecan.
Pecans.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. That was my dog sneezing. If someone's like, they just sneezed, and I didn't see them sneeze.
Yeah. That's our producer, Winston.
Yeah, he's under the table,
Yeah.
making things work.
What
We're
he
actually
does
just
is he holds
puppets.
all the things into the power strip. You just make sure they don't pop out.
He's a great sound guy. No, this does not do it for me.
I'm a seasonal guy, so to be honest,
A basic B.
sure, a trend follower, but
But also at the same time, the biggest like hipster hater of all things culturally accepted.
yeah,
I love a good trend, but also hate a
I
good
hate,
trend.
but I also
hate the
really-
fact that
I-
it's trending.
I really like hating everything. Yeah, right. I'll tell you about how I hate technology as I walk out of the Apple store with my brand new MacBook Pro. But I wouldn't have normally drank these IPAs if I wasn't doing this with you. And I'm not saying that in a bad way because I like IPAs, but just for some reason, like this time of year, I'm so burned out by having all these fucking like IPAs and like I only do sours in the summer, but by now, and it's also like a lot of breweries follow the same thing. I want Vienna lagers. I want dark beers.
Yeah.
To fit with my like cold.
I get it. It just doesn't do anything for me. I don't have
Yeah.
a palate for it.
It's that like roasted,
But like,
almost
so
like
the thing
smoked.
is, I don't seek that out in a flavor palette in general.
Okay.
So like, I would never eat a pecan pie. I would rarely ever eat a pie.
I don't think I'd eat a fucking.
No, but I would rarely eat a
pecan
pie. Like I would like apple pie is the only thing I would get, and I would only eat it a la mode.
With
It's the only way I eat it. I can't eat a regular apple pie. It's
you
disgusting.
take apple pie, heat it up, scoop of ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
Yes, has to be vanilla because then you put fucking maple syrup all over it instead of.
If it's the right kind of pie, it's got to be real fresh for that. For me personally,
Yeah.
it's got to be a real fresh pie. Like I can't do that with like a, because like also like the store bought pies, like
Would you?
they're a little
do
bit
you,
sweeter anyway.
Do
So
you fuck with the syrup though? Or
yeah,
are you
on
saying-
on a fresh one, like a fresh homemade one.
So if it wasn't that, you just don't put anything on it.
I put like whipped cream and ice cream
Okay.
because
No-
it's
no
already
kind of
like
sauce.
the store ones are already like I feel like they're already like syrupy sweet. already.
Producing insulin. I just want to fucking.
That's where me and Christy differ. Like those are her
Sweet
kind of
potato.
like snacks. I'd rather jump into a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Whereas that is my nightmare.
Let's see, we
That is my fucking nightmare.
Different
And
palates,
it's
man.
not. It's not necessarily that like because I can have one and really enjoy it, and then anything after that, I'm like, it starts cutting up the roof of my mouth. It's like all fucking weird.
Weak.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't know. Just, probably just
You
the way
wouldn't
you
be
eat
the
it.
first to say that to me and be right, but I just don't like it. So we had a beer at work.
See now if I was a boomer, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Just like it.
Right. Or like, how can you be okay with being weak? You know, kind of thing. Which you know what? Never mind. I'm bring up something stupid. But at Workhorse,
This
we were
whole
doing
thing.
because everything else has been very mature. And Dino, okay, fine. So I was listening to. I was listening to Stuff You Should Know, and they were talking about like left-handedness, and, like why it's weird.
Why
and
you
stuff
think
like
it exists?
that. Yeah. But why it exists, yeah, and then like how society's kind of shat on lefties for a while.
Yeah, because you're
And
fucking right.
lift, I want to say it's like either Latin or something, means weak, but lift turned into left because that's what they were saying is that like left is weak, which is
Weak
funny
as
because the
left.
first thing I thought is that like, well, then why did the company lift? You know, they don't realize, and no one else does, but like they don't
No.
realize they just named their company weak.
Weak.
Yeah, it's like with the Chevy Nova. It didn't sell in Mexico because Nova means no go, right? Nova means
It's
no
got
go.
to fall
right?
through
So,
in
like-
some language, right?
Well, it's just like, yeah, it just, if you actually know what the fuck they're saying, it means a really like kind of negative thing. But yeah, no, we made beer slushies at Workhorse.
See, that sounds so unappealing to me.
I'll bet the one I was going to talk to you about is they made something for it. So 1045.
No.
Alt 1045, the radio
I
station.
know it's a radio station, but I haven't listened to a radio station in like 15
Okay,
years.
but do you know that it's like a
No.
fucking radio station in this area?
Nope.
Okay, so there's a radio station called Alt 1045.
That's enough information. They're all the
Apparently,
same.
they had an alt fest at Workhorse.
Okay.
The radio station threw it. We made a beer just for them.
Okay.
We called it the Pog. It was like passion fruit, orange, guava kind of thing.
Okay.
But that was over the summer. So naturally, if you make beer with even a fruit puree, the flavor is going to change over time. A lot of times, like I think that's why in the Hefeweizen, because that was made a while ago, when you were saying the banana comes out so crazy, it's because like eventually the fruit will continue to kind of age
it ages. Yeah.
inside the beer and like totally take over, right? So passion fruit, guava, those kind of sour. So we're trying to like get rid of them. So we're using them for our beer slushies. You put a bunch of beer, a bunch of simple syrup, and then a bunch of like a flavoring in it. So we threw cherry in there, and then you freeze it. Put in this auger, like it spins. We put cherry in it. And the last time we did it, it tasted like a cherry Sour Patch Kid.
But is it
And
chunky? It's like ice chunky beer. I don't know. I can't get over that. That's weird to me.
So I think because of the amount, like you suck the flavor out of the bottom and then it's gone.
Uh-huh.
Like you're still getting, because it's beer. It's almost like if you took the head, the foam of a beer, but turn that foam into almost like an ice cream.
I have
So,
to try it. In my
yeah.
mind, it just doesn't sound like it's.
No,
liquid.
I know it, and it's very dependent upon like what flavor,
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Like most things, but
like anything, right? For sure. But a good reason to do it is when you're trying to get rid of, like, we have a fuck ton of cans of this beer. But the last time we did it, so we advertised it as a cherry Sour Patch Kid, and that's how you got a lot of people to drink it. And like,
well, yeah, if you love fucking Sour Patch Kids.
if you expect that, you were happy.
Yeah,
If you were thinking this is gonna be a sweet cherry thing,
I just
you were
don't know.
not happy.
Beer and a slushy. Maybe just the two words together just sound weird.
I hear you, and again, it's another product of COVID. No one was doing this except that, like, for some reason, Pennsylvania thought like, well, you could do to-go slushies over the summer.
Do you drive through to go
Right.
alcoholic slushy? I
Exactly.
still don't understand. Like, where? Like,
I think it's just that like someone figured out a loophole of like, hey, we can sell. The state's letting us sell this
who's
right now.
trusting people? Like, what kind of trust do we have in people that like don't open this until you get home?
Oh no, everyone's opening that.
Yeah, if you're fucking zooming
Even
down the highway, throwing
Bluebird
out
Distillery
fucking plastic
still
bottles.
does to go,
A few places do, I think.
and it's literally a cup with a straw in it.
Yeah.
So like, I've ordered an old fashioned to go.
Just-
I get in the truck and I put it in my cup holder, and I'm driving home, and I'm like, I just keep
Don't do it. Like,
Look
I
at
would
it,
do it
don't
by
look at it.
accident.
Look at it, don't look at it. Look at it, don't look at it.
I would
Look at
do
it,
it
don't
by
look at it.
accident. I'd be
Look
like,
at
oh, I'm thirsty. Oh shit.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah. It's
just a
just
drink next
it's
to
a
me.
terrible idea.
I'm not doing it.
It's terrible.
Oh.
It's a great idea.
It's
It's
a
a
great-
terrible idea.
Great, bad idea. It's a really great
All at the same time.
bad thing.
All right, Lee. Let's set these people fucking free. We got to do ratings for our marathon. Then we can call it a day. Unless you got something else you want to.
I got nothing on the agenda. I think we covered it soup to nuts.
Yeah.
All the cream in between.
Soup to bananas. Soup to pecan.
Pecans to bananas,
Bananas to boomers.
Hefeweizens,
Hefs
booms.
and ponies.
Kept the shit
Hefs
up.
to ponies. All right, what was number one? Number one was sugar coated pony kisses.
Stable 12.
I gave that a 3.5.
Ooh, I give it a 3, even.
What?
Yeah,
That's like your favorite beer
I think I'm gonna surprise you.
out of this group. Okay,
I think I'm gonna surprise you.
so that gives.
Yeah, but so I'm saying, trying to expand my knowledge and palate.
Yeah, I should have waited until next season to give you the dark beer.
Yeah, that's garbage.
All right, so at 3.25, I don't think we need to explain it. It's just that was a good IPA.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't really take extensive notes because I knew we wouldn't be getting. By the time we got to no one wants to hear it. So,
No, it's all right. All right, so how about the Fat Cats, the Boomers?
2.5.
I went 4 on that.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like it still had the flavor profile of the Pony Kisses, but it was like less sweet and fruit. Like I felt like they were hiding. It's gonna sound weird, but I felt like they were like hiding their hops less. I don't know.
Okay.
It just felt like more of a real beer. The Pony Kisses felt more of like a sugary. I don't know. Sometimes like, and not that they describe themselves as this, but sometimes like the milkshake IPAs just get too fucking crazy.
Oh,
And it's like, did you forget your drink?
agree.
Remember
Yeah.
when we did those like acai
Yeah, oh,
fruit
yeah.
nonsense?
100%.
Tired hands, like what the
The whipped
fuck?
cream.
Yeah,
like,
the strawberry whipped nonsense bullshit. Like we're drinking beers, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
didn't really love those.
it's kind of like what you were just saying about the slushy. Like I'm here for a beer. I came to a brewery for a beer.
And that's why it's
not
not
a
clicking.
fucking sugary slushy
It's like
nonsense
the
thing.
whipped cream.
Right.
I get it. So yeah,
What
2.5.
did you say? 2.5 and a 4. Shit. So that's like what?
It's like 3.25 something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's a whole point one way and a half way. So 3.25, right?
I think so. That's what makes
Yeah,
sense.
because it's like a half one way, whole point the other way.
Figure it out yourself.
Oh, wait, I have a calculator on my phone,
Oh man, making us do real math.
right? So what'd you say, 4?
You got 4. Yeah, you were 4.
Yeah, plus 2.5.
Yeah.
Divided by 2. Yeah, 3.25.
Ooh, who's the mathematician now?
Actually, it's
Shut up. I was right. Shut up.
yeah, right. 6.5 divided by 2. 3.25. You did have it right. Okay, so guess what? Tie. Number 3 was the Hex with the Blues Traveler can. I give that a 3.0.
Give that a 3.5.
3.25. 3.25. Yeah. So, what you get here is.
I think we have an average consensus.
What happens if we just get 3.25 down the
The whole
line?
way down.
Does that mean we take the barn rocker out real quick and just sip
the
it?
tiebreaker?
Yeah, but then I'm going to do 0 and you're going to do 5.
5. Yep. It's instant 5.
2.5. No one help it. Okay. Number 4 was the Hef. Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
I go first. The Hef, I gave it 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Down the line.
The Hef.
I give it a 4, man.
Yeah?
You want to know why?
Why?
It's not just because I work there. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
It's but mostly not just because. No, because of what I said before. Like coming off of 3 IPAs or pale ale and 2 IPAs, like coming off all that fucking flavor, to still be able to like cut through, and even though we were talking about like it's all banana, like to be able to still like be distinct, not just get lost in that
I
flavor
feel you.
profile. I just feel like it's a strong execution, I guess. However, I think that leads us to the same fucking score, right?
Did I screw us this whole time? Is it all me?
Well, I think it's the 2 of us. You said 2.5.
Yeah.
I said 4.
Yeah.
We did that for the other one.
Yeah.
That's 3.25.
Yep.
Fuck.
All right.
We need someone to rise to the occasion. Okay.
I can guarantee someone's not tied in this
Um,
this thing here. Well, maybe it depends on what you give it, but
Right. Right. Because even
All right.
if you do 0, which god
right.
damn, that would be wrong.
All
But Dead Guy. Would Dead Guy I gave a 3.
2.5.
Okay.
There you go.
Doesn't help us because it's a
No.
2.75. So again, no one rises to the occasion. I think that if we had started with that, you would have rated it higher, and myself included.
I think so. See, I
I
think
wanted
for
to go
me,
from light to dark as far as like beers go, and it just that it was just too much of a flavor transition.
I'll agree with you though. Like the workhorse, I think it's not my kind of beer to start with.
Yeah.
But it got to 2.5 because I agree with you. Like it was a good transition.
Right. Or it's still like it still showed up
Yeah.
regardless of being like a weaker style. I don't want to say weak, but like a
But like I
less-
said, these
less
are
bold
personal, and
style.
like
Yeah.
you know, unless you have my taste buds,
Yeah, you're fine.
your opinion's not going to be mine.
I'll make sure you're blacklisted from ever coming to the brewery. Um,
Pam from Chili's.
I mean, I know you gave this a 0.
No, I give it a 0.
What
Not
did you
that
give
bad.
it?
Not that bad. I give it a 1.
All right, so the pecan, the Genghis pecan.
I
pie-
get it because I get the flavor. Like I personally, for me, I would just never drink it. Like I would totally give this to Christy and be like, "You're gonna fucking love this."
Um,
It's just not me.
the problem is that I gave it a 4.5,
No. Well,
which equals 6.5.
oh no.
No, I'm sorry, it equals 5.5.
Okay.
So
I think it's
5.5 divided by 2 is 2.75.
So no
What an
clear
anticlimactic
winner. So we started with a bunch of beer.
Nobody won.
We're gonna do it with a bunch of beer.
It's like a marathon.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to pick your,
Yeah.
was the Hex the one with the? It was talking about like the orange and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good beer.
Because I like bitter, so like that the fact that it had that
Orange
rind,
rind. Yeah,
like I like that.
yeah. No, that was a great beer. It was a great beer. Was it the third one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was number 3.
I think that. No, that was a solid beer.
So I mean, before we finish this whole thing up, I did want to talk to you about Dune. I'm back on the book.
Did you
let's
watch
say.
the movie?
I watched the movie.
I feel like I need to watch the movie again.
I got a problem with the movie.
I have a couple problems with the movie, having read the book especially.
I don't understand why you would make it as long as you made it.
To not finish it.
To not finish it, but to like not really fully even explain what's going on. So seeing the movie helped me a little bit. Because
it kind of moves quick and doesn't move at all at the same time, right?
Yeah. So what helped me, because I kept telling you I had a problem like understanding the books. Oh, or the book. I haven't gotten to anything else.
Right.
Uh,
Maybe so did the
Is it
writers
the-
of the movie.
not the Harkonnens, and not the
Yeah.
Atreides. What's the third house? Or third family?
Well, it's the Atreides versus the Harkonnens, but then there's the Emperor, the Empire.
But they have that's what
oh no,
always
you're talking about
confused me.
the Fremen,
The Fremen.
Fremen. Yeah, they're not a house necessarily.
But
they're
then they
just-
have that whole other army that fought for the Emperor.
Oh, those. So that's
Oh.
the Emperor's. So imagine. If
No,
you're
I
thinking
get
of
it
Star
now.
Wars, yeah, the Sadakar.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. That's like his like elite fighting
Yeah.
force. It's not like its own thing.
But in the book, the way like she does the Mohadib, like she'll be talking about it, and like
Muad'Dib.
like the way
But-
she
no, but Muad'Dib is Paul.
no, I know, but I'm saying like she gives like her excerpts like from the book of Mohadib or
Which
whatever.
is actually
right?
the princess. Well, this
Or
would
whatever
be
it is.
ruining potentially the second movie.
No,
It's
spoilers.
It's not Zendaya. It's not.
No.
the
That's not what I'm
Princess
saying.
Ruler.
That's not what I'm saying. When you're reading this,
Yeah.
she would say like names of, and like there was always that like fourth name, and I was like, who the fuck are these people?
Right.
But once I saw it like visually, I was like, oh, they're just fucking an army.
Well, anytime it's a movie, like a
It
book
just-
to movie adaptation, the movie dumbs it down a little bit.
Of course,
They
they
have to-
they
they
left
have
a
to.
lot, but they left out shit they shouldn't have left out, and they changed characters they shouldn't have changed.
I agree, and they
Uh-huh.
also added a little bit of like, it almost felt to me the parts of Marvel that I don't like is that you're doing this serious sci-fi epic, and you're gonna have people be like cutesy or sarcastic. Like sometimes his dad says these like little jokes.
But
What's his name? Like Isaac or Oscar,
yeah.
whatever the fuck that actor. And I love all the actors.
But what's his name? Thanos. What's the?
Brolin,
He's funny in the book.
Gurney Halleck.
He's got and like he plays
He's
an instrument. He's
so-
a musician.
Right. He
In the whole movie
and
about him
what they
almost getting
did-
killed.
And what they did in the movie is made him the most serious fucker.
That shit killed. Because I like him in the book.
Right. Out of anybody else, he's the most serious person there. And it's almost like they were trying to do what's
that's why.
the UFC guy from
Batista.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
almost like they were trying to do like the spectrum humor of like, hey, he's always serious, but guess what? He just said this one jokey thing.
Yeah.
And then like, no, like he's supposed to be the only person
And like had
person
culture. He
with a
liked the music.
personality, right?
Like everyone else
Right.
was so void of all that
The-
shit.
The dad is not supposed to ever even lean towards telling something that's kind
I know.
of. He's not supposed to be even like snarky at all.
But back to the army thing. Part of what was confusing in the book is so when I hate like there's so many names. I sound like someone that doesn't know Star Wars talking about Star Wars. Like I'd be mad.
Right.
But Jason Momoa's character
Dakota
is
Idaho,
the
Idaho.
only one that recognizes those fighters, but not by like look. He recognizes them by their style. So like I was just always I don't know. And now like I went back to reading it, so I'm a little bit more like I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So if not for nothing, the movie helped me read the
Understand
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was almost
Yeah,
out. I was almost out on my like fifth time
Well,
around. on that
Corinne
book.
never. I know we talked about that. Like Corinne's never read the book, but like as we were watching the movie, there's a lot of times where she had to be like, "What is this? What is that? What is this?
Yeah.
What is that?" And I will say I had the answer, right? Because like they stayed true to the book on some stuff, but then on other stuff that I agree with you on stuff that was like important, and I liked the movie, but on stuff that was important, they kind of dropped the ball. And they gave things up to like visual style, and
I just feel like there was like
parts were
a
slow.
lot of silence
and
and stuff when they could have been explaining like what that like.
And then to make
the
up for
mother-
that, they had some so like the dad be snarky, and it's like that's.
I was really, and again, I was confused in the movie too because like at no point is anyone really suspicious of the wife, and the whole fucking book is about like everyone conspiring that like she might be.
Well, she's set up as the potential.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the whole fucking like there's like three main people in that book that are like
also the Dr. Yu, the Asian dude.
the
He's
tribal
right,
dude.
Right. He's way more important in the book.
Oh yeah.
And like he plays the same part in the movie, but they don't spend enough time explaining to you like why his betrayal
Well, they just
is as important
hanging up on
as
emotion
it-
and family.
Yeah,
and
well,
like,
yeah.
that's it.
They just do like a quick thing, and like in the book, it's like way more. This is true of anything, you know. Like,
Yeah, well,
books
that's
are
also what I
always
like.
way more fleshed out.
I don't want them to do the Dark Tower. I used to, and now I don't want them to do it.
you know?
This is gonna fucking ruin it.
Yeah, but I will say, as far as doing the movie goes, if part 2 is out now, or however many parts there's going to be, if the full thing was out, like as soon as the movie ended, I was like, I want the next part. Like you left me hanging on episode 3 of an 8-episode series. Like what the fuck? Like
I feel like they're not. I feel like they're gonna lose a lot of people because of that. Because I don't think the movie did enough for them to be like, "What's good?" Like you want
they're
to know what's
trying to be
gonna happen
like,
because
you know,
know
Lord
what's
of the
going
Rings
on.
meets Star Wars, but like you didn't do enough in the first movie. Like even Star Wars itself wasn't made thinking we're gonna do a trilogy. Star Wars was like that first. A New Hope was a one-off.
It needs to
that
be
they
able to
hoped
be a
it
full
did well.
movie.
Right. You need the first one to stand alone, not that you end the movie saying, "And then there will be another
Yeah.
one." You know, it's
Or
like,
now they don't even say. And then there was like she literally says, "It's just beginning."
right.
At like her last. First of all, her like promo time in the movie was fucking endless, and she's in there for 7 minutes.
7 seconds, and then it goes, and then it's just all of a sudden it's like Dune Part 1. You're like, oh,
And like she basically looks at him. She's like, "I would have let you hurt my friend. You know nothing. It's just begun. Gone. Done. End of the movie." I was like, "Oh," and they do pick a really weird spot to just be like credits.
I agree with that.
But yeah, so I'm reading again. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna watch the movie again because I feel like I just
I got a few movies to
sometimes
watch
I'm better,
before I
like, the second
rewatch
time
them.
around. So
Gotta watch the new Marvel, the Shang-Chi, whatever Shang-Chi.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's probably pretty good. I just haven't. We haven't had time. Like it's been weird.
No, I hear you.
All the things. But yeah, man, we should release these
I'm
people.
gonna call it. Nobody won.
Call it. Nobody
We
won.
spent almost 3 hours just
Find out that beer is beer.
running a marathon.
Yeah.
Genghis Pecan.
He kills everybody. He's the winner by
Yeah, we
default.
just spoiled it
Just
for you.
slaughters everybody. All right, yeah.
With your creamy banana mouths. That's it. Again, let's give it one last time in case you made it.
The. Am I doing it? The? You doing it? The.
No, you do the.
The.
No, you do the.
The.
Underscore.
Beta.
Beta. Underscore.
Gen.
10.
Bye. Instagram. Bye.
Later, guys.
See ya.